Welcome to Plays and Parlays. I am your host, Wesley, along with my co-host, the guru, LT, and my boy, VZ, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing, man?
We're doing all right, man. We're chilling
Good,
today.
good.
Hey, man, this last week was a crazy week in football. We're gonna look forward, man. We got to, because I'm sure some people probably lost they paychecks messing with us. You know what I mean? We had a couple people try to talk major cash, based off of the who was that? The Steelers in the Cincinnati game.
In the
A lot of
Bengals,
mad Bengals fans. A lot of mad
Yeah.
Bengals fans. I'd be mad too, to be fair.
But they had an opportunity to talk to us. You know what I mean? Because
They
nobody
did.
thought the Cincinnati Bengals was going to do what they did. I mean, shout out Joe Flacco. He did his job. Came out there and did what he was supposed to do. But let's go ahead and hop into this week, man. You know what I mean? We got a couple games that we got to go ahead and give you all a recap for. We got the Vikings and we got the Chargers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, LT, man. What you think about this Vikings and Chargers matchup?
I look at this as the underwhelming team performance so far game to me. I was expecting the Vikings to be better. I was really expecting the Chargers to be performing better than they are at this point in the season too. That being said, I like the Chargers at home. I like them to bounce back and kind of get things moving again. Herbert can't play bad for very long. I don't think. I don't know if he's that guy per se yet. I think he's a great quarterback, but he hasn't been performing to the level that I've been anticipating him to
At all.
He does have just under 2,000 yards, 1,900 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So he has a really good ratio there, right? You look at those numbers and be like, okay, great. They're probably doing better than most people, right? Well, they're not. They're kind of mid pack in my opinion. The Vikings, I don't think they can figure out anything at this point. As far as offensively, I don't think they're very good. Defensively, I think they can stack up against anybody. Offensively, they just can't. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with the Chargers this game. I like Chargers at home.
VZ.
Yeah, man. I definitely agree that these are two underwhelming teams. Particularly the Chargers. I felt like they were gonna. It's like on paper they always look great. Like it seems like it's just gonna go together, and then Herbert just has like underwhelming moments where you feel like he should do more. I don't understand that. The Chargers need a running back right now. You know what I'm saying? They lost two of theirs, the starter. Then they lost a rookie who was looking good. So they definitely need a running back, which is going to force Herbert to throw the ball 40, 50 times. The good thing is he's got good receivers. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. I really like their defense. Their defense is another unit that looks good on paper, and they play like really up and down. But like you said, the Vikings defense is a better defense all around, especially with Flores scheming up those blitzes and everything like that. So they're going to make you work to beat them. I just don't have faith in their offense. Carson Wentz is not. We already know what Carson Wentz is. I personally don't think J.J. McCarthy is any better, or he's not that much better. I think that he's like a game managing dude. I don't think he's going to, knock the socks off any defense. Even the one game that everybody said that he looked good, he only threw for like 180 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like that, what was the first game of the season he played? Yep. He didn't really throw for nothing amazing. And I think that this is a setup for them, because eventually you got Justin Jefferson. You're going to have somebody who can throw that ball around. He ain't trying to waste his prime years. You don't get him his numbers. Now the team has, an excuse to not pay him as much because they're like, oh, you're not as productive. So he's trying to get somebody in there to throw him the ball, because he want to get his numbers. As bad as the Bengals and everything and Chase is, he get his numbers. You got to pay him because he get his numbers. They get people in there that's going to at least throw the ball. I don't believe in their passing attack. Aaron Jones went down. He's not playing. I definitely think that this is the Chargers game to lose.
Let me ask you guys. Let me push back a little bit on both of you guys' comments a little bit here. VZ, I'm gonna start with you just because I got it pulled up right now in front of me.
Yeah.
When you're saying Carson Wentz last 3 games, he's done his thing. He's put up 2 300-yard games. He had a 350 to 2 games ago, and 313 last game. I mean, Justin Jefferson probably's got about 500 something yards right now in receiving yards. He got about 35 catches. So if you put that into a season right there, where we're looking at, his season, he might end up. It's not a Justin Jefferson season, so I'm gonna give you that one.
Yeah.
Even because they're about halfway through the season about right now. He double that, and it's not looking like a Justin Jefferson season. But Carson Wentz is throwing the football decent. But like you said, JJ McCarthy to me, Carson Wentz is playing better than him. JJ McCarthy has not sold himself
as right now, yes.
At all. But also LT, when you're looking at this game right here, what gives you the inkling that, who did you pick in this? Who did you pick on this one right here? Who did you pick? Oh,
I got the Chargers.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Herbert. He has like 1,900 yards right now passing for the season. He's putting about 273 a game right now. What are we looking like? Do we feel like Herbert is playing up to his potential? I don't think he's playing up to his potential as far as the record wise, but he's putting up almost 300 yards per game passing. I mean, 13 touchdowns, I believe it was 6 interceptions or something of that nature. Do we think it's all on him, what's happening right now, or do we think it's a total team collapse?
I think something's wrong with their game plan at the closeout of games, man. It's not even just that. I mean, they're by halftime, they've been out of some of these games recently, and that's not a normal thing when you look at that type of led team. Their offense is typically moving the ball a lot quicker downfield. I feel like they're trying to be more methodical. They're going away from their actual identity, in my opinion, and they can't really run the football as effectively as they used to. So I agree with Beezy on that. Like I said, man, if you look at the Vikings, it's their last 3 games, they've put up, 21, 21, and 22. Okay, their last 3 games. And that's, to their credit, that's against the Steelers and the Eagles on 2 of them, but that was also against the Browns in there too. So it's not like they're putting up world-beating numbers when you're talking about points on the scoreboard, right? And neither of the Chargers, I'm not saying they are, but who do I trust more is what this game comes down to at quarterback. And I trust Herbert more than I trust Wentz and more than I trust the other one, because the other one's not even proven yet. So JJ. So I just don't see this going in their direction as far as a win.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and lock in our bets there. Beezy, who you got?
Herbert's floor is higher than any ceiling that Wentz could ever have. I'm going with
LT.
That's cold-blooded, but I agree, man. I agree. I'm going with Chargers.
Man, it's a tough one for me right here, because this is a really close game right here. I'm really just not
good
seeing
deadlines to you. That's what.
Yeah, I'm just not. I mean, the Chargers came out strong, but they have not been playing well. That doesn't mean they couldn't get a bounce back game. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one. I think the Vikings might pull this one out. You know what I mean? That's just what kind of what my gut's telling me.
Sure.
All right, we got the next game, man. We got the Bears and we got the Ravens. LT, what is this looking like for you?
Garbage. Listen, when I look at this game, I'm going with Williams, man. I'm going with the hot hand. I think he's playing good football recently compared to what I'm used to from him, right? It's just he's at 13.51 on yardage, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The guy is taking care of the ball tremendously this season, which is awesome. That's a big turnaround for him, in my opinion. He's buying some time with his feet. He's extending plays. And the Ravens are just, listen, they're abysmal. It shows you what a player means to a team.
Yeah.
And it shows that the MVP was well earned whenever he's won it. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that piece. When you're looking at the Ravens, I don't think they're a good football team without key players, and they're not in total good, right? They have key players that come in and really kind of carry the load. When those guys are out, they're done. And they might lose this game by a couple of touchdowns, the way Chicago's playing.
Okay. Beezy.
Man, this is probably going to be the dagger in the Ravens season right here. They already won at 5, which they're going to have to damn near play perfect and, win out to get into probably wild card consideration, especially given them being in the AFC. I know Lamar's going to come back. He'll probably look good as far as offensively. This defense is bad, bro. This, and it's so much worse because it's the Ravens, and they're known. You know what I'm saying? You think of defense when you think of the Ravens and all those strong teams, those strong defensive teams that they had, and their defense can't stop anything right now. I don't know if that's scheme, or I know some players are injured, but I mean, I feel like Lamar's going to come back. He's going to look pretty good. He's still going to put up.
Playing this game?
I feel like he's been practicing.
He's practicing. I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger yet, though.
It's going to be hard because
I feel like you have to. You have to at this point.
See what can happen. But I feel like if you lose this game, you shut him down. Because what's the point? It doesn't matter. Why would you have him out there?
At that point, you got to go undefeated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like just say he got some strain or something in this week and he doesn't play anymore. The Bears have been playing good as of late. They're 4-2. Caleb Williams is starting to kind of put it together. I really think that that Ben Johnson being there is a real help to him, especially when he makes mistakes. I think that they have good game plans from week to week to put him in the best position. They got DeAndre Swift actually balling right now. That running game is helping
right now.
That running game and him being able to catch the ball out the backfield.
A lot of pressure off.
It takes a lot of pressure off of Caleb, and he doesn't have to do or feel like he has to do everything. He's got good receivers. You know what I'm saying? Luther Burden is coming along. Was it from Missouri? I think that he's starting to kind of find his groove and find his role. I think he's going to play more the Jameson Williams role, like from Ben Johnson from that Lions offense. I think he's just kind of starting to figure it out. Adunze is a great target. They got two good tight ends. So I think that they're going to start to put this together. Like you said, I think the Bears they're not going to be able to stop the Bears. They're not going to be able to stop them. So I think the Bears is going to probably beat them by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, even if Lamar Jackson comes back, I just don't see this. Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, I think
they'll lose by 3 if he comes back. I think they lose either way. The defense is too bad, man.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. And I like the running back for the Bears, man. He's a beast. He's a big boy. He's a beast out there. You know what I mean? So, and the way the Bears are playing right now, you got to give them the respect. Caleb Williams has actually showed up. He's actually played a lot better than what people have been kind of ragging him for. They're trying to look at him kind of like a bust. But with the Bears, you look at them right now, and they're 4-2. When have we ever seen the Bears lately 4-2?
That's true.
You know what I mean? We kind of got to give them a little bit of credit for that. I know you guys were kind of looking at that division as a strong division right now with the Bears playing as well as they did. I know that man kind of, he came out before and was talking about how the Bears were a lot better. You remember that?
Yeah, he did. He called that.
And I was like, okay, the Bears might be, they looking like it right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and lock this one in for everybody, man. Okay, LT, let us know who you pick in this game, man.
Bears.
VZ.
Great game from Lamar. Bears win.
I'm going with the Bears too, man. We got 3 people. I can't go against the Bears. I want to go against what you guys are going, but I can't look at the Ravens right now and see. I mean, even Henry. Nah, they ain't got.
And they think he's playing, by the way, because Baltimore's favored by 6.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no way.
No way I'm picking that.
You know what I mean? He was losing before when he was there.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. The defense is too bad. It don't matter.
Yeah. I think that's a tough one right there. Okay, we got the Dolphins and we got the Falcons.
Doesn't matter. Anybody.
I don't care.
Y'all want to just run through this one fast real quick? Let's just run through it fast, bro.
The only thing I care about from this game is if Bijan has a highlight. That's it. And I don't have to watch the game to see that. I don't have to watch the game to see that. I can just see the clip of it.
It's kind of crazy because I mean the Falcons 3-3. I was really looking for them to win last game and be 4-2 right now, but they couldn't even pull it off against the San Francisco 49ers. But go ahead,
completely depleted.
Yeah,
completely depleted team that they just couldn't show up against, and that was kind of an embarrassment in my opinion when you look at that, because you're supposed to beat that team by a touchdown at least, and be able to control the game and control the tempo. Every aspect should have been controlled by Atlanta. They didn't control anything. Nothing was controlled. So it was kind of an embarrassment in my opinion. The Dolphins are
even worse.
I don't even think there's any words that can describe how bad that team is. And a lot of people are not going to like this take, and I really don't give a crap. Tua is the problem. Okay, Tua is a major problem on that team in the headspace, and I'm not saying CTE or any of that bullshit. I'm not talking that.
Oh, brother.
What I'm saying is this.
Yeah, that CTE, the way he was talking.
I get that, and I understand that could be an issue, but I'm not blaming it on that, is what I'm saying. I'm blaming it on his leadership ability, which is gone all of a sudden. He has zero leadership ability this year, and you've normally never seen that from an Alabama coach quarterback coming out. As a matter of fact, you never see that come out from a Saban coach quarterback. So I just don't understand what's going on with his headspace. He lost his team. The defense chose not to play, just like I said last week. They were not going to show up. And this week, guess what? They are not showing up. They're not going to show up until something gets done in the QB room and until he apologizes, whatever the case is. There's clearly a huge problem in that locker room. It doesn't matter who they play. They could play the Jets. They could play anybody. I'm going against them every time.
Easy.
Look, man, so this made me really, really, really think seeing how all this stuff unfolded with Tua, it made me like dive into his history to think like, man, what's the problem?
What's going on?
So on the surface, he set all them records in high school in Hawaii, right? Like he killed it. He lit the, you know what I'm saying? Which is why he was as highly touted as recruiter as he was, and it went to Alabama. 3 of his receivers that were with him in high school went D1. He goes to Alabama. He had every afforded weapon that a quarterback could have. When you look at the receivers that he had at the time that he was there, it's ridiculous. All of these dudes are like full-time contributors. I think the only one who isn't like splash is Ruggs. It's because he went to jail.
They're all ones or twos. They're all ones or twos.
He's never. It makes me question: is he really as good as we thought he was? Was he really ever that good, or was he the dude who just had all the weapons and he looked good? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're average in high school and you put up all of those numbers, you get the attention of Saban. But when you get there, you have everything else. You got everything around. He stepped in and he had an all-star team around him. I think that then when he gets to Miami, you give him Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. He looks good, and everybody's like, oh, he just has to stay healthy. And then he has a season where they're healthy, or he starts losing people, and it's like I don't think that he could ever hold the team together. I just think that he was surrounded by so much talent, and he did just enough. He can get the ball out of his hand quickly. He doesn't got like a super arm or anything. You know what I mean? Like now his processing and you know his reads are being in question. I don't think. And then you talk about his leadership. Saban coach quarterbacks don't talk like that. They don't talk like that. So I don't know what's gotten in his head or what then came out from the hits he done took. But he ain't. I don't see. That locker room's done. Like I'd be surprised if they're losing and he don't play the second half.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if he don't play the second half, especially if they get like blown out. You can't be the dude calling people out and you threw 3 picks 2 games in a row. Like
they were nasty too.
They weren't even like somebody dropped it. It was like, bro, this is all on you. Like now we got to look at you. You're the leader of the team calling people out. Like you said, his defense said, well, go win the game then.
Yeah.
Go win the game by yourself since you're calling everybody out. See if you can win the game if the other team, we let them score every time. Or we
felt like his receiver did the same thing. They just wouldn't catch the
ball. I think the whole
team
quit on him.
He's losing. He's not losing. He's lost that team.
Yep.
People
work for the running back.
People in that locker room, like, man, put Ewers in. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people are champions for Ewers or for Zach Wilson. Either one of those, I'd rock with that for the rest of the season.
You know, you see who people are whenever they start losing, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And I like that point because he's used to winning high school,
he's used
college.
to winning. He's used to being on top. He doesn't have a supreme coach.
You're seeing who he is now.
He's losing his talent. Yep. This is who he is. This is who he's always been. We just couldn't see it because of what was around him. So
I like the points y'all both made, man.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Okay, let's go ahead and lock it in though. So you got the Falcons, huh, BZ?
I got the Falcons.
LT.
I hate the Falcons, but I'm going with the Falcons.
Hey, bro said
you might get some love in them fine establishments we was talking about.
Line ain't blocking and receivers ain't catching.
That's Doc right there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Quit on him,
bro. Hey, so me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm definitely not going with the Dolphins. I'm definitely gonna go with the Falcons too, because I think it's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? Like I want to go against what you guys are saying, but it looked so bad last game watching them play. There's no way they should have lost to the Browns, man. The quarterback didn't do anything. I got to dip into that slight way because I like dipping into the whole.
Oh, we get there. I'm gonna get into that too. Yes.
But last week was a debacle for that team. They looked horrible. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't do anything. I'm definitely going with the Falcons on that one. Next game, we got the Bengals and we got the Jets. LT.
Oh, I can't wait for this one to be over. Let's see. You know, I went with the Jets last week, and they played good enough on defense to win that game, and they were put in the position. Matter of fact, not once, not twice, but 3 times with under 5 minutes left, they were given the ball back to win the game, and they couldn't. All right, that shows you how poor this team is. Listen, the Panthers tried to give them the game. They literally said, "Here, take your first win. It could be your only one of the season. It could be against us. Take it. It's gift wrap." Couldn't do it. Couldn't complete it. Right, and you could blame it on Fields being hurt, whatever. It didn't matter who's at quarterback. Okay, that team is abysmal. They might actually lose every game. But I say that they're playing another team in the Bengals. okay, who can lose by 40 if they want to. So it's interesting when you look at this one. I like the spread being 6.5. I don't like the quarterback fields, and I do think that's going to be the difference here. I think he's going to throw probably 2 to 3 picks in this game that shouldn't be thrown. I think the Bengals win pretty handily in this one. Plus, Flacco's looking a lot better than I really originally gave him credit for being able to do with this team.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
again, that goes to the play calling, I think, that VZ brought up earlier for a different team. With this guy, they're getting the ball out a lot faster. He's not running deep routes. He's running cross, intermediate to short. And I think that's genius play calling by them.
Let me ask you this, LT. So do you think that quarterback change was a good idea in the middle of, like what they did there? He was 6 for 12. It wasn't like he didn't look great. 50% is horrible. We all know that, but it's him. That's who he is. I mean, they wasn't scoring. Do you think it was a good idea for them to switch quarterbacks midway through the game like that?
Yeah, I do. I do personally. I mean, look, if somebody's not feeling it and you can see that on the sideline, and honestly, coaches will see it too in your eyes if you really got it that day or not. If you don't have that look that you're the guy, that's it.
No, yeah, definitely. VZ.
Man, I think the biggest takeaway, even though Flacco was, like on the surface, the obvious takeaway from the last game for the Bengals, I really think that they got their running game going, man. What's his name? Evans, the running back. Like he actually looked. He had like negative something yards the game before. Like he actually, I don't know if it was play calling that they changed it or if he was just juiced up that game. I don't know what it was, but they actually had a decent running attack. You know what I'm saying? Like P. Ryan was running between the tackles real good. If they can keep that going, and with Flacco just chunking the ball up to Chase and T on the outsides, I mean, like offensively, you know what I'm saying? Like they can score points. You know what I mean?
If they score 20 points, this game's over.
That's what I'm saying. The Jets can't. The Jets can't.
They can't move
the Jets can't score. They can't do anything. I think that it's about to be a fire sale for the Jets. Anything that's worth anything over there, they finna get them off. Get them Brees Hall.
Let me ask you this right here. So with the Bengals being 3-4, right? Okay. You got Flacco playing the way he's playing right now, and you got a possibility of Burrow coming back. I mean, pretty sure they will they bring him back if they're out of the playoff picture. I don't know, but say they come back and they're in contention. Do you think the Bengals are a threat to go deep into the playoffs?
To make the playoffs, yes. I don't know about go deep in the playoffs. That really hinges on how healthy Joe is, how he looks when he gets back. Now, as far as their division, I don't see Pittsburgh sustaining anything for too long. I feel like they're gonna fall off a cliff at some point. The Browns are the Browns, you know what I'm saying? And then the Ravens are like historically bad on defense right now. So, I mean, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bengals do have a chance. If Flacco can just maintain what he's doing, maybe lose one game, you know what I'm saying? And, what are they? You said they're 3-4 right now? So, yeah, maybe one game. And then if Joe can come back, and my biggest thing is I wouldn't rush Joe back. Even if that meant like Flacco finishing out the season and then you playing the first game, you know what I'm saying, in the wild card. Like I wouldn't rush Joe back. Even depending on who they're playing in the wild card game and how the team is playing. Hell, if you feel like you can beat him, I might still go with Joe. Still go with Flacco as well. You can't. That hinges. Burrow is like their whole team hinges on his health. He's good enough to keep a sorry defense afloat because he's talented enough and he's got good receivers. I wouldn't rush it, but it's possible that they could get into the playoffs. And if Joe gets healthy at the right time, they catch fire. They could make some noise.
If I'm Joe looking at this team, LT, man, if I'm him looking at this team going forward, I'm probably either requesting a trade or trying to get out of there when it's my time to go. He probably signed a long-term deal. He probably got a lot of money on the deal, but I might be trying to get out of here, man. There's just no way. Like he basically played with a game and a quarter before your prediction came true about him.
Yeah.
He honestly, I think it was 2 minutes into the next game after we talked about it. So look, they have problems protecting the quarterback. We've talked about that before. I don't think they're really taking the line serious when they said they wouldn't this offseason, and they didn't. Your quarterback loses trust in the front office at that point. And when that happens, it's kind of like the team on tour, right? To where your quarterback's like, okay, you're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Right? I'm just going to do me and concentrate on my stats and things of that nature, not really winning games at that point. That being said, that's his home state. I don't see him just saying, "Hey, I'm out of here."
Bailing out on.
That's his
No.
home state. The only other team that I can see him wanting to go to and requesting a trade to is New Orleans, and that's
I
because
knew
he
you were
owns
gonna say
that.
that. I knew you were going to say that. I knew
He
that was-
owns.
No, I
He
mean,
owns
he
the
does,
state.
yeah.
He owns the
No.
state. Anytime
They
he goes
love
there, he
him
doesn't have to
down
pay
there.
for nothing. Period.
Do you
think? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you think that what he did getting T re-signed and Jamar paid?
That's what I was going
Do
to ask.
you think that he'll force them and be like, "Hey, get me a damn offensive line"? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you think he'll put the pressure on to be like, "Hey, draft me, trade a pick, draft me somebody, or get me this veteran"? You think he'll do that?
I think he has to.
Or VZ and LT. I mean, the same question, but with the caveat of, did he sell out the rest of his team by doing that? Did he say, "I'm not about winning right now. I'm about my numbers right now"? Because he didn't. They got them three are taking up all the money. Hendricks, if you throw Hendricks in or whatever, if you throw him in there, then that's a wrap. They pretty much paying everybody.
Well, if you
minimum.
lose one of those weapons, the other one becomes far less effective.
Yes.
And I mean far less effective. It's not even close.
You look at it around the league, man. People are finding second and third. Wide receivers are a lot easier to come across
but he's got a top three as far as that lineup.
And he's got a dude on the other side that'd be a number one on any other team.
Exactly.
So you got two number ones. That's hard to just. Of course,
so you have longevity for these receivers now, right? Now you have your skill position locked.
That's what I was about
this
to
off
say.
Season is all about line.
Yes.
Line.
This is what I'm talking about.
You're talking about the Bengals, though.
Look, if you locked up your two receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two things are going to have to happen this offseason. Trey Hendrickson got to go. He can't be on the team, especially if the defense plays any type of decent. You know what I'm saying? He costs too much money. You just can't have him there. So you probably sign and trade him. See if you can get. You know what I'm saying? Figure that out.
After he got hurt, they're going to get a line. They have to. Because the fact that he's out, they're going to do it.
Joe is going to have to Tom Brady his contract. Or like Mahomes, he's going to be like, hey, stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? Convert some of this to bonus right now.
He gonna do that?
A little bit of money on the cap. He wouldn't have got his boy signed like that. With him, coupled with this being his main state, you ain't gonna win. You have to do something. Plus, I mean, anybody would love to have Joe Burrow, but like LT said, does he really want to leave? Because he could have left. He could have left already.
Okay. Let's go ahead and lock this one in. VZ, who you got?
I got the Bengals in this one, man.
LT.
Jets going to be 0-8 going Bengals.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the old man Flacco, man. I think he's going to pull it out again, man. Hey, Flacco, man, he won me over, man. He killed him that game, bro.
He do that every place he goes.
Every year, man.
Every year. He did it with the Colts. He did it with the Browns, and now he's doing it with the Bengals.
He surprised me. I was like, wow, okay. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Next game we got on the menu right here. We got the Bills and we got the Panthers. LT, what you looking like?
2 weeks ago, I would sit here and tell you, you know what? The Bills are going to go in there and they're going to destroy the Panthers.
Yeah.
We got this guy here. Look, we got this guy here talking right here. You know what I'm saying? This guy's crazy. Oh my gosh. You would have won some money messing with us last week, buddy.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Go ahead.
I think I only lost like 2 games. Get out of here. All right. So Bills, right? They're going on the road to a team that plays like a Super Bowl champion team at home. Okay, at home they are very, very different. I keep preaching this. Okay, this is going to be a very, very close game, and I mean extremely close. And I say that because the Bills aren't going to be able to stop them. Bills are going to score a lot of points, but they're not going to be able to stop Carolina. Okay, and Carolina can hold the Bills to under 20 in this game. If I'm being real, they play very, very good at home. Well, it's almost so young to where they don't understand the moment.
Yes.
Right? They don't really know what's going on.
That is
right.
Their
right. So it's interesting to watch that team as they grow. I do think they're worse than their 4-3
They
record.
play like a college team on a wave of emotion. At home, they're feeling it. As soon as they start doing low, it's like dramatic decline.
Yes. I mean, look how they played last week against the Jets. They literally wanted the Jets to win that game. Yeah. It seemed like. I'm telling you, it was like watching a peewee team go up there. So now you're going to see them turn around. They're going to play like world beaters. I promise you, just like they did against what they do is shut out the Falcons a couple weeks ago at home.
Yeah.
It's going to happen just like that. And they beat the Cowboys at home, correct?
You
So
gotta say that again.
I'm just saying they play
Yeah,
different at home. They play different, and I say that every time they play at home. They're playing another world beater in the Bills, who are a very big favorite when it comes to the AFC reaching the title. Right? They're going to be in line for that AFC championship. This is a big game for the Panthers because if they win this, the league's going to start taking them very, very seriously. I actually like the Panthers in this game.
Okay. Easy.
Man, everything that I was gonna say, you said, bro. Like, this was for real. This was like, I think that the Panthers are gonna play the hell out of the Bills this game, and I don't think the Bills are prepared or equipped to stop, especially if Dowdle gets going.
Yes.
If Dowdle gets going, I don't think that they can do nothing with him. I think that they're gonna really be a thorn in the side of the Bills this week. I think that offensively, like Josh Allen is gonna be Josh Allen. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do Josh Allen things. Shakir might get loose, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is one of them games that you're gonna look back on the schedule like the Bills lost to the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I don't. What's the line on it? What's the line on it?
7.5 Buffalo, and that to me that's cake.
Yeah. I think I'm with LT on this one. I was thinking this when I came in. I think the Panthers might squeak this one out. It might be by a field goal. Yeah. It could be handily, and they beat them by 10 or 14. But I think they're gonna get this one.
Let me ask you this, VZ. Let me ask you this right here, man. Okay, this is who the Bills have beaten throughout the first 7 weeks of the season. They beat Baltimore 41-40. I ain't gonna go through every score, but that was a close game right there. They could have lost that when they pulled that one out by a score. Allen went for 394 yards in that game. Okay, then you come out and you play the Jets. You beat them. You play Miami. You beat them. You play New Orleans. You beat them. Then you lose to New England and you lose to Atlanta. You
listen to the teams that they beat.
Nobody really. This is what I'm saying right here. Are we looking at the type of team that we think that we're looking at right now? So I want to ask you guys that question. I mean, and I'm also looking at Josh Allen. He's shining. He's only played 6 games. He got like 1,300 yards. So I have to give him. He played another game. He'll probably put about 300 more. We give him about 1,600 for the season, which wouldn't even probably put him in the top 5 at that point in time. Even so, he's the dog. I mean, they got the running backs is killing. I think the running backs putting up some great yards as well. Yeah. But I'm like, man, is it really are they really who we think they are?
Carolina's kind of built like the Patriots. If I have to describe a team that they're built kind of like, that's who I would describe them as.
Nothing screams out at you. Play well
but
together.
Their defense is going to be good enough to hold them at times. So if they can hold them to field goals, I really do think they're going to squeak this one out.
I think with the Bills specifically, man, you got all the players in line. I know they did take a hit on their defense the past couple of years by losing safeties. They lost both their safeties. At some point, when we gonna look at McDermott? He ain't getting it. He didn't have every piece you can have. He ain't getting it done, man. Like, I don't know if it's play call because Josh Allen, he just won MVP, so it ain't Josh. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cook, y'all just paid him. He's playing good. Keon Coleman is rounding out and developing, so they've drafted pretty decently. I love what's the defensive line, the tackle that they got from Houston, like Ed. I can't think of his name, but he's defensive tackle. But I love him.
We talk about, but look at how they actually went out last year on their way. They could have went to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah,
that was on Allen. He came out there that last drive and looked like garbage. He looked like he was scared of the moment at that point in time. They had the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl, and it was in his hands to do so. If that was Mahomes or somebody else.
But check this out. Even if it was Mahomes or whoever, whatever, insert big name quarterback here, who gonna get gone first? Who they gonna get rid of first?
I know what you mean.
They're gonna try to get rid of, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to get rid of the coach first before quarterbacks is you it's hard to find one of those. We can plug somebody in here as a coach, is at least the thinking. You know what I'm saying? That they can find somebody.
The Bills have a lot of drop balls this year that they normally don't have. Okay, especially in that game against New England. I watched that one live. Balls hit him in the hand. Like, Allen's putting the ball on point a lot of the time. I'm not going to put this on Allen. I'm not. I think he's not getting any help.
Performing like Superman like he was last year.
No,
but he's still hit. That's still good for most. You know what I'm saying? Most GMs will take his performance now.
He's playing well enough to win. I'll put it that way.
For sure.
I feel like he doesn't really have a big time receiver. You know what I mean? He got the Keenan Coleman, but he's all right, but he's not a big time receiver in my. He has, he absolutely still developing. I mean, but so he doesn't really have that. So I can look at that as being that's somebody who you look at. Hey, let's go after one of these Cincinnati receivers if it's possible, because they're going to get sick of losing. People can get sick of losing. That's just, it is what it is. He needs a receiver over there. I think at least some type of big time receiver to kind of change.
Well, right now is the time of the season where you're going to see that, right, on the majority of these teams, what they're missing, right, to get to that next level, and seeing who's the pretenders, who's the contenders, that kind of stuff. I think the Bills right now are not in the contender category for me.
Yeah, me neither.
They're in the pretender category for me. I think they lowered themselves from the season start.
Me too. All right, let's go ahead and lock this in, man. VZ, who you got?
I got the Panthers, man.
Woo.
I got the
LT.
Panthers.
I got the Panthers at home, man. They're world beaters at home. I don't know what it is they put in the water, man, but it's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna sound crazy right now, but you know what I mean? I got to go with the Bills, man. I just have to. I ain't mad. The Panthers, man.
It's a safe bet. I get it.
And the Panthers, I don't trust in them right now. I just don't have. They won 13-6 last game. I know they even put up numbers before in other games, but you won 13-6 against the Jets, man. If the Bills don't come out with some kind of, some kind of real push, some type of anger about how they're playing right now, if they don't come out with that kind of, and I think Josh Allen, he's a leader. He'll bring his dudes out ready to play. I don't believe that the Panthers have that leadership anywhere on the field. No, I can't think of anybody on the field that has that type of leadership for that team. So they're
definitely lacking a leader and a veteran presence.
Yeah,
that's why that running back's touching the ball as many times as he is.
Yeah, because that's safe.
The last game he got it 17 times. He only got it 17 times.
Like 70 some yards.
Yeah, he didn't really.
Like I said, they tried to give that game. I'm telling y'all, man, something's different. Like they coach different. Everything's different at home. It's super weird.
But like I said, I'm going with the Bills. All right, man. Let's go ahead and go with the next game, man. We got the 49ers and the Texans, man. VZ, who you got right now?
Man, CJ Stroud continues to disappoint me. Like I was so happy for dude when he got to Houston and he played the way that he did. Even though I'm not a Texans fan, I like things that's good for Texas football. So I was like that, that's good little in-state quarterbacks. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what they're doing. And then the Texans have zero running game.
Yeah.
Chubb is not, obviously he's not the same person as he was. He dealt with some injuries. I don't know why they don't run Dameon Pierce. He was a great rookie running back. I don't know. I mean, they were, I guess they
string right now.
Yeah. And I'm like, that they got him returning kicks. And I'm like, bro, he had 1,000 yards as rookie. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what he fell out of, what he did to fall out of favor.
I feel like they're just giving up on the running game. You got to look at Nick Chubb. He has 265 yards on the season.
Chubb ain't the same he ain't the same player though. Chubb is a complimentary back at this stage of life. Now, if Mixon was still in there and you had Chubb will be 10 times more effective. But they're relying on Nick Chubb to give them Cleveland Nick Chubb, and that's just not. He can't physically do that no more. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm Joe Mixon, I don't even know if I'm coming back for what. Like, you're 2-4. It, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I like players on their defense, but it seems like they just miss stuff. Like they get close and you think like, oh man, this has the makings of a great defense. Like individually, like Stingley and their other Lassiter, their corners. Danielle Hunter is a dog. The Al Shire, the linebacker, he's a hard hitter. What's the defensive end that they just drafted last year? Stroud. I can't think of his name, but he you know what I'm saying? He's a dog too. Like they got good players. I think that scheme wise, Shanahan he finna tear them up, bro. Like he just finna scheme the hell out of this game. He's gonna get everything he can from Christian McCaffrey. He's gonna put Mac Jones in a position to just not make mistakes and win the game. And the defense is just gonna do just enough to cover up. I think it's just gonna be a scheme game. CJ Stroud's not gonna be able to get going because Shanahan is smart enough to have a game plan in place to like expose his weaknesses. I got the 49ers.
LT.
They can pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. I think it's going to be
no threat of a running game.
Yeah, zero threat of it. I think this is a really dangerous game for them and their quarterback, if I'm being honest. First of all, I got to mention this, okay? The Niners are a 1.5 point underdog in this game. I'm just letting y'all know if y'all want to jump on something, that's the one that I would jump on this weekend for sure because the fact when is everybody going to wake up? This team is not bad without these players that we keep talking about, clearly, because they keep winning, which goes to my point that Shanahan's definitely coach of the year at this point, in my opinion.
He's working with nothing.
Nothing. Like he has literal second and third stringers playing everywhere on offense and defense, if we're being honest, and they're finding ways to win games. And they're not just finding ways, they're doing it pretty handily. Let's be honest. They're not just winning barely. They're crushing half these teams. So it's not like they're walking into places and just saying, hey man, we're causing turnovers, we're just taking care of the ball. Mac Jones is handing it off 80 times a game. No, they're setting him up. They're putting him in good positions for him to win the games. And they're throwing these short to intermediate routes. He's not having to do anything crazy as far as throw the ball 80 yards downfield for a completion like he normally did. He can actually sit back and get into a rhythm with this team. And I think Shanahan's a genius. And I think they're going to win this game pretty badly. I'm not impressed with the Texans at all at this point. I think Stroud, excuse me, I think Stroud is really overrated, and I mean extremely overrated at this point.
That's a big one to say.
At this point, I have to agree.
At this point, I would say that.
I have to agree.
Because I was expecting more. I mean, if you're looking at who he was and who you were expecting at this point, I just don't think he's there yet, and I don't even think it's close. As a matter of fact, it may be a regression this year. So I just look at it and I say, 49ers going away from home. They're 3-1 away. They know how to win. They just keep winning. I see this at least a field goal win by the Niners.
I think 14, two touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough to watch. Yeah. I'm gonna say right now, it was really tough to watch last week. Just watching the Falcons play against the Niners. I thought the Falcons were gonna beat them. Just because of how depleted they were. But the quarterback came out, performed well. Jones came out and did his thing. He didn't have to do too much. Don't get me wrong, because Christian McCaffrey really killed them. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the run to save their life. It was crazy. Looking at the Niners, man, we've been critical of them because they've been hurt. Yeah, really. But they've actually they're 5-2 right now.
How good are they going to be when they get everybody back?
That is what I was talking to somebody about. They're holding it together right now, and they're 5-2. And they get everybody back. If they can get everybody, only thing you're gonna miss is Fred Warner. But they can get everybody back before the playoffs. This might be dangerous.
Yes.
So are you bringing back Purdy over Jones?
Yes.
Yes.
You look at the stats. You look at the season stats right now. Purdy first game 277. Jones played the second game 279. Jones again 284. Purdy came back one game 309. Jones 342. Jones 347. Jones 152.
2 reasons.
I'll give you the main one. Go ahead.
Yeah. You already know where I'm going. 2 reasons. Number one, he's been there with the team. That locker room is his. They trust him. He's healthy. They want him to play. Number 2, how much are they paying Purdy, and how much are they paying Mac Jones?
That's where I was.
If it's too close as far as the pay, as far as the play, then we go to the pay to break the tiebreaker. Because if you too close in playing, it's like, man, I don't know who I want to play. I don't know who I want to play today. Who's getting paid the most? He got to get the first opportunity. And then you let him fall, and then you say, okay, I ain't got no choice. Now I got to put him in the game. But he's getting paid more. He's healthy. He's playing.
No, absolutely. It makes sense. It's probably what I would do too. It's just looking at he's performing out there, and that might be a reason for you because Purdy gets hurt a lot. It seems like to me. He seems like he's
Mac Jones just played himself onto a team next year. I can go ahead and tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So he's a starter next year.
You know what he's gonna get? He's gonna get one of them Baker deals next year that Baker 100%. Got in Tampa, and then if he plays well, then they'll extend him.
100%.
He was going hard. He's going hard right now. It's hard to really look at him and say,
but they're putting him in great positions, Wes. That's the difference. If you look at how he was up there, they weren't putting him in good positions.
Remember the first year when he was when he was with the Patriots. He made the Pro Bowl the first couple of years when they had McDaniels being his offensive coordinator. He's a system guy. You put him in a system and you tell him what to do, he's going to do it. When they took away McDaniels and they had Patricia and all these dudes calling plays that had never did it, he looked horrible because he had terrible people calling plays for him.
And he had one receiver in a route typically. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It was horrible. When you get him with Shanahan can take an average QB and he can get him paid. He can get him paid. Just like
that with two. Purdy and Jones.
Thank you. just like Andy Reid can. Remember, Andy Reid got Kevin
Mhm.
Cobb paid. Kevin
Yeah.
Cobb was
I
trash,
forgot about
but he played good in that Eagle system because Andy Reid can
True.
make you look good for a year and get your money when you get up out of there.
Well, let's lock it in then. LT.
Oh, Niners. Niner gang.
VZ.
I will never utter those words, but 49ers.
I was trying, man. I was trying to
You
bait
didn't
him.
even sound right saying it, dude.
I can't say it, dude. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. Your voice went up on the Niner game. Like it
I
didn't
didn't like it.
I didn't think you did.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Niners too. It's hard. I mean, looking at CJ play this year is tough. They're not even trying to run the football, man. Last game, I don't know how many, but it looked like they probably had like 15 rushes. Right? I mean, they ran the ball like 15 times.
They had 13.
13.
He
I saw that.
done
I'm like, this is just it's crazy.
Too.
Anytime CJ is he's damn near the leading rusher on the team.
It's crazy, man. It's just
That's
ridiculous. You look at that. But okay, man, let's move on to this next one, man. You know what I mean? So we got the Browns,
okay,
and we got the Patriots, man.
You want to start with?
No, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Y'all pick. Well, either one of y'all two want to go, man. Y'all go ahead and knock this.
Go ahead, LT. Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. So you got the Browns and the Pats, right? Okay. So the Browns basically had a bye week. Okay, last week because they were playing a team that is just done for the season. Okay, so another week that you just don't get to see what Gabriel is really about, and that kind of makes me a little mad, right? Because I don't think he's great. I don't think he's good either. Okay, it's just
he ain't about none. That's
I understand that, but here's what y'all aren't understanding: the fact that they won and you didn't really get to see that output from him, and he didn't put the team in a bad situation, even though they're playing a bad team. That's another week that you're not going to have Shador in practice. That's another week that he's not going to get those reps, okay? Mm-hmm. The longer this keeps happening, and it has a chance again this week, if I'm being honest.
With the Patriots?
They do not play the same at home. They're 1-2.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this game is going to be a lot closer, and it's going to be a defensive struggle. Okay, very big defensive struggle in this game. I don't trust either one of them. I think the Pats are going to win. I don't get the spread of being 6.5 at all, but I do think they're going to win the game by a field goal, maybe 2, maybe a 6-point game total. Browns are 0-3 on the road. I don't see them playing well by any means, but I do think you're going to get to see a healthy dose of Dylan Gabriel in this game, which is a huge thing going forward for the Shador factor. Because if he plays bad in this game, okay, and I'm not saying that it's going to force Shador to go into the number 1 spot. That's not what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If he plays bad, though, you're going to have enough rumblings to where Shador's going to have these snaps in practice. Then he's going to actually maybe have an opportunity by game 10, 11 to actually see some playing time. Because right now it's just not going to happen until somebody exposes Gabriel. And it just hasn't really had a chance to really come to fruition yet.
Easy. But let me go push back. I need some pushback.
Go ahead. I was going to push.
No, I'm not. No, you go ahead. Take.
Okay. Dylan threw the ball like 50 something times. Yeah. Like, how have we not seen? He can't do it, bro. Like, he's a check down Charlie. He's not. Now, granted, he don't got the greatest receivers. Nope. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? Stefanski ain't doing nothing special with play calling. So it's not like he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that, to me, this is what you're going to get. Stefanski ain't going to take the training wheels off of him. No matter what quarterback they put in there, unless it was Flacco, because that was a veteran, he trusted him. Sure. Ain't nobody going to take the training wheels off. So this is the game that you're going to get. They won that game because of Judkins, which is what I thought was going to happen. He scored 3 touchdowns.
They won that game because they were playing the Dolphins.
Well, that too. They played a large part in it. This game is going to be, I trust Vrabel and Drake May over Stefanski and Gabriel or any quarterback on that roster. Because even if Shador comes in, he ain't gonna look good because he ain't been playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that. I think Judkins will have a good game. I think this will be a closer game on paper for the Patriots just because the Browns defense is good, and then Drake May is still a young quarterback. He's there. He's gonna feel the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna probably make a mistake or two, or a few, but at least he's gonna put the ball up. And I like his offense better than I like Gabriel's offense.
Do you think the Browns are going to come out, and correct me if I'm wrong, because typically whenever you win a game by 30 points, you come out thinking you're a world beater the next game, and you start taking it a little bit more serious. And I'm not saying they are, Wes, by any means, but that does do something.
It get into your mentals. It get into your psyche.
Yes, it does. So are they going to come out with a little bit different fire, right? And I'm not saying Dylan. I'm saying the Browns, because if the Browns win, he's going to stay in there.
I'm specifically saying Dylan. I want what you're asking for. I want them to open up the playbook.
I do too.
So we can see how trash this man is, so he can get up out of there. Right now, you have too many people who are on the line. Like, we really haven't seen it. I don't know. Let him run the whole route tree.
But the only reason we're saying that is because they won last week. If they would have lost last week to that Dolphins,
it would have been different. It
would have been a very different story.
He threw the ball 52
Doesn't matter.
times.
When you win by 30, you could throw it 1,000 and have two completions.
No, I'm not talking about last. This wasn't last game. He threw the ball 18 or 19 times last game.
Yeah. 13, the game before, he threw 13 times, and he had 220-something yards.
Yeah, he had like 116 yards last game. Mm-hmm. He almost threw a pick. He almost threw an interception this game. He had like almost four or five. He had several plays where he missed wide open receivers for touchdowns that he just didn't see. He almost got safetied.
He missed Isaiah Bond on the big one.
They're not only protecting him, they understand what he is. If you have a coach who knows you can make something happen, he's going to make a play to give you that opportunity. He's not even giving him that opportunity to even take strikes down because he knows what he is. Period. It's not that. So when I look at this, I know a lot of people, they know that I'm a Shedeur guy. I'm a Shedeur guy. I want to see Shedeur play because I know what Shedeur can do. I've seen it, but I feel like right now the Browns, the front office is pushing for Shedeur to play. You're not going to trade Flacco and then force him to say, yeah, Shedeur is the number 2 quarterback. All this stuff you're doing, you're pretty much putting his job on the line. Like, hey man, listen, this is what we're doing here. This is how it's going to go.
Get going.
Period. He came out and said, I was shocked that we traded Joe Flacco. He was shocked by the trade of Joe. He didn't. So you don't even know this is happening.
He didn't want it.
You know what I mean? So this is your GM and your owner saying, you know what? We don't care what you got to say. They've already said Shedeur is, no matter what, he's going to start the last 4 games of the season. I want to see him before that. I want to see him start at least 8 games this season. I would like to see that. That gives him. I believe we can. I don't see Drake May losing to Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, I don't
see it happening. You look at what they're doing. They're stacking the box, man. Everybody, you got one safety back and you got the box stacked with him. You don't have to worry about too much because he's not going to. Most of his passes are under 10 yards. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are under 5.
And if you look at Junkins got 4 or 5 touchdowns. They all coming from the goal line.
Yep. Wildcat. They took him out the game. I don't even trust you enough to give him the ball.
Yes.
He almost fumbled. Junkins almost fumbled because they just implemented the Wildcat that week. They said it. Stefanski came out and said it. We just implemented the Wildcat. We were just trying something new because they know they can't trust this man.
If you just implemented a play and you putting it in the game and you got a rookie quarterback, that is telltale sign you don't
That's
trust
a rookie running back too. That tell you something.
That's what I'm saying. That means that you trust the rookie running back to handle the ball in the Wildcat more than you trust the quarterback. I agree with Wes. I think they know what they got. Politics, a whole bunch of other things is just keeping him in the game.
It's the fans.
I'm not saying from an organizational standpoint, though. I'm saying from a fan and everything else standpoint. You're looking at it as, and all these ESPN analysts, because everybody's going to say the same thing at this point. Oh, we haven't seen a healthy dose, right? Everybody says the same thing. Oh, man, we haven't seen what happens in this case. Oh, we haven't seen him come back in a close game or whatever the case is.
3 games.
I understand that, but 3 games, that's nothing when you're talking about evaluating a rookie, right?
10 plus.
I know what you mean, but I'm saying but you've seen 3 games where he has not even tried to throw the ball down the field.
Sure.
You've seen 3 games to where, nope. At all. You know what I mean? We saw
and against the first team, I understood that. When he played the Vikings, I totally got that. Totally got that. When he played the Steelers, I kind of started questioning it a little bit as far as, hey, man, why aren't you guys putting him in better situations?
They're forced. They wanted to make it was like they were trying to make a statement, but he couldn't make the statement they wanted him to make. It's just not there. This is not me being – I'm not anti-Dylan Gabriel. I just see what he is as a player. I look at their coach more than anything else. Like your coach is so against having a player who
they don't want to be proven wrong.
That's what it boils down to.
They don't want to be proven wrong that they took the wrong quarterback in the draft. That's all this is.
They took the wrong one at the wrong spot.
At the same time, they could get away with a lot by playing him now. I just feel like, me personally, I think that the front office is going to force Shedeur into the game. I don't see them winning this next game. The Patriots, man, I know we're saying that they're 1-2 at home, but they lost out of their 2 first games.
They're going to score a crap ton of points.
No, I think it's going to be a defensive struggle because the Browns' defense is still good. and Drake May is still a young quarterback who's still kind of learning on the fly. I think this is going to be a close game, but the Patriots going to win this game for sure.
Oh,
Hands
yeah.
down.
I think so too. I just don't. Yeah. I just don't see. I know that. Like you say, I know they lost 2 games at home, but they lost to the Raiders and they lost to Pitt. The first game of the season they lost to the Raiders. I'm gonna give you that. Drake May still is his second year.
He's learning. He's on the fly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Okay, I'm gonna give you
he's
that.
Getting
you
better
lost to
every
the
week.
Raiders.
So.
He's getting
then
way
you came
better.
back and you beat Miami. Then you came back. You lost to Pittsburgh 21-14. Okay, but you've won 4 games straight. 4 games straight. I'm not saying you beaten anybody. You beat Buffalo. You know what I mean? You beat Carolina. I can't say I don't really.
The Buffalo game was huge because that's division.
And it kind of gave them that confidence.
Yeah,
and they won 4 games straight. I mean, I don't see them coming back and losing. I honestly,
I just don't understand what's going on in Cleveland. And the reason I say that the way I am is because you're talking about, and you guys brought up valid points, right? As far as, hey man, you're trusting this other guy. You're not trusting the quarterback that you have in the game and all this and that, right? Shador has had 0 starter reps.
0.
Like we're not talking 1, a handful, 0. Like
what does that say
insane.
To you? But what does that say to you right there?
That says a lot.
If he's your backup quarterback and you only have 2 quarterbacks on the roster, he's your backup quarterback. You have 2 quarterbacks on the roster. If this man, if the wind blow the wrong way in the game, Shador is in the game, he has no reps with your first. What does that say about your coaching? This tells you what this is versus what they're trying to pursue, what they're trying to paint it out to be.
Wes, I've agreed with you since the beginning of the season. I told you why they drafted him.
I mean, you got Gabriel getting first team reps. When Flacco was, I mean, when
he was still playing,
getting first team reps because he has to be ready in case something happens. But now all of a sudden that's not.
Then you send Shador in there for 3-step drops on intermediate routes. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
With people that ain't even gonna be on the team.
Come on, man.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. If Daniel Jones goes to Cleveland and is playing like he's playing right now with the Colts, they're a contending team.
Yeah,
they're a contending team. They got a good running back. They have decent receivers in Judy, and they got a great
line. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They got a decent line.
I can't say that's not a smart. That would be a smart move for them to go out and pick. You got 2 first-round picks. One of them might not be. I mean, looking like Jacksonville is going to fall. They're falling down from where they were. So that pick might be a little bit better, and your record's probably going to be crap. So you got. So you got 2. You got 2 possible high first-round picks. Why go out and get another quarterback? Why not go out and fill the rest of your team out that you need to get filled out? Yeah, and go pick up some. There's some guys out here who are looking good.
Be decent.
The only reason get a better with Gabriel, though, they want Gabriel to have a good game.
They definitely want Gabriel to be the guy.
If he has a good game, it shuts everybody up. Even though it doesn't, it's not going to shut anybody up. But that's what they're
going to bank on and say, 100%. Well, see, if you go off this game,
give him time. Look what can happen.
Yeah. All we got to do is emulate this. So I think that Shador is not on the Browns next year.
What do you say, Wes?
What do you feel like? That's a big take right there, BZ. But what do you feel is a good game? Because we could be considered a good game for
250, 2 TDs.
Yeah, I would say 220, 2 TDs. 220 plus 2 TDs, and everybody will be like, "Oh, well, maybe he is the guy."
I think he had 2 tutties the first game he started in, didn't he?
He had a yard.
190. He had 190.
Didn't have a yard.
He had 2 tutties. I mean, I think me personally, I think he's going to have to start. It's not just about the yards to me because you can get yak with those yards. A lot of that stuff could be, you can get some.
And you got to be in position to win.
Yeah, and I want to see you throwing the ball down. I want to see you making the defense have to spread out so you can give your running back a chance to actually go out there and be who he is.
Like a number 1 receiver.
Yeah, right now he's just taking those 2 to 3 yard routes and just living in that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't agree with that. Their offensive game plan is ridiculous. So I'm kind of glad Shador isn't playing. If I'm being honest with you,
you got it.
I hope he goes.
Got a 1,500 yard running back.
Not going to be there at the start of next season.
I hope he goes to Vegas. I really do.
You got a 1,500 yard. Running back, potential running back. I'm not saying this year, but overall. And Judkins,
that's in his career.
He's breaking 40 yarders with the box.
He's built for it. Yes,
and he's running away from you at the same time. It's not just that he's powering; he's running away from you at the same time. He's got both of them. So I'm like, you got to have a quarterback that can give him some space. You got to make them play that 4-3 or something else. You know what I mean? Let's move this out a little. Let's give him some room to go. To get running. But anyway, I mean, let's go ahead and lock this one in, man. Easy.
I got the Patriots.
LT.
Patriots.
Man, okay, we're gonna agree again on this one because I cannot go with the Browns. There's no way I can look at the Browns and say the Browns are going to beat the Patriots with the way that Drake May's playing, the way that the Patriots are playing right now overall. The Browns beat a team, like you said, that they look like they've given up. They look like they've given. They look they gave up on their quarterback.
Can Gabriel win you a game? Right. That's what it comes to. Can he win you a game? I don't.
Himself.
Nah,
I would not. Not the team. I don't think so.
No.
But they said that the Patriots have a really bad pass defense. That's what they're saying. They say they have a really bad. So this could be a game where he has an opportunity.
Is Christian Gonzalez healthy?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's playing. Because Christian Gonzalez is nice. But yeah, they need him to play if he's not healthy.
Okay. I mean, so that's that goes down to there. I mean, we all agree. We may agree a little bit too much. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? We got a little bit.
I got something pretty easy. We can disagree on.
Right.
I'm just waiting on you to say the games. That's
you waiting on me to come out with it.
Just waiting on you to say it. That's it.
Next game, Giants and the Eagles. I'm gonna start with you, LT, man. Go ahead. Who you got with the Giants and the Eagles? I should have went to BZ, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with you, LT.
It's all good.
Giants and the Eagles. Well, all aboard the Jackson Dart Express.
Oh man,
I'm going with them to get destroyed this week. I do not see this going well for them. I mean, listen, Hurts has 1 interception on the season. He's done nothing but take care of the ball. I understand they've been losing, but they haven't. They're 5-2.
Throwing that mug around. Yeah,
he's throwing the ball like he's got right under 1,500. You don't normally see that from him at this point in the season.
No, not at this early in the season.
Mm-hmm. And it's like we said last week, he's going to have to start stepping up.
He has to.
He's going to have to start getting some pressure off of Barkley. He's going to have to start getting all this stuff done at his position and not just relying on his skill position players to win the games for him. He's going to have to lead this team like he hasn't before. And he has a great leadership ability, but now it has to show with the physical attributes as well, not just mental. So I think the Eagles win this pretty handily. I'm not trusting the Giants in any way. I don't trust Scatterboo to hang on to the ball. I don't trust Dart to hang on to the ball. He's going to put the ball in bad situations against the Eagles especially. I understand this is a division rivalry. I get that. I understand that to the T, right? And it's a very big rivalry, a long history of just hating each other. I get it. That crowd's going to be pumped. And I'm talking pumped for this team to get back on track and get back into the W column. I think they win pretty easily.
Easy.
Couple of things. Brandon Graham came out of retirement. And he signed.
I'll be right back, guys.
Brandon Graham came out of retirement. He signed with the team. If he plays, which I don't see why he wouldn't, because it's the same coaching staff and everything when he retired after they won the Super Bowl. That's gonna be a huge emotional boost for the team. That's gonna be a huge emotional boost for the crowd. They're gonna be really into this game. Plus, they just lost to the Giants a week ago.
Yep.
They just lost to the Giants a week ago. That ain't happening again. Everything that they failed, the ailments have been fixed now. Hurts is throwing the ball. The one thing that I think about this, I don't think Saquon is healthy, bro.
Something's up with him. He hasn't had a 100-yard game this season.
He had over 70. Yeah, I don't think that he's healthy, bro. The line can't be that bad because he played behind bad lines with the Giants and he still got his numbers. I don't think he's fully healthy. I think it's something that they're not telling us because he shouldn't be looking this bad. There's no way the way he looked last year. I don't care if teams are keying in. He's still talented. There's no way he should look this bad. So I don't think he's as healthy as he should be. But Hurts has been playing crazy. Devontae Smith has been playing out of his mind. A.J. Brown has been sad to say. I think Devontae Smith is more of the number one receiver than A.J. Brown is as far as how he's getting targeted in his yards. But A.J. Brown is a hell of a number 2 option to have on your team. He's going to draw away a lot of attention for Devontae Smith because he's
questionable this week. He's questionable, but they know how that goes.
He's going to play. You know what I'm saying? They just list that as the designation because he's been limited in practice. A.J. Brown is going to draw a lot of attention because A.J. Brown is a bigger body. You know what I'm saying? A.J. Brown's a bigger body. He's going to draw a lot of attention, but Devontae Smith has been killing.
Yep.
With him
last week.
Yeah, he's been killing. So I would dare to say that he's the preferred target of Hurts than A.J. Brown. But I don't think Saquon is healthy. I think that Brandon Graham coming back out of retirement is a huge boost to the city and to the team. Plus, he don't need to get up to speed. He was just with the team last year when they won, so he know what they're doing. It's the same scheme, same everything. Plus, they just lost to them the week before. I just don't see them losing again. I think the Eagles is going to win this pretty handily. This is going to be one of those bounce back games where everybody's happy. Ain't going to be no book reading on the sideline. Yeah, this is a statement game. Ain't going to be no AJ Brown book reading on the sideline. I think everybody, if Saquon is some type of healthy, I think this is a game where he might get loose and finally break that 100 to, you know what I'm saying, this game. I got the Eagles easily.
I mean, I look at AJ Brown. He's becoming more of a problem. He's almost trying to become like a Terrell Owens.
Fair.
You know what I mean? In my eyes, I'm like, do you think that I mean, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's not, not that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't, I'll be willing to say I can find a receiver that can do what you can do.
Hot take. You trade him, you can find another possession receiver. Plus, his value is still high right now. You can get a lot coming back. You can get a lot coming back for him. Yeah. Devontae Smith is your number one. The numbers and his receptions say that. Let Devontae
send him to the Bills.
I mean, Bills, you're right. He that's the type of team that would take advantage of his skill set. He's a big dude. They need, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of deep threats. They don't have a lot of, intermediate route guys. I think that he's gone after the season, to be honest.
Let's lock it in. Easy.
I got the Eagles handily in this one.
LT.
Fly, no, just the Eagles. Yeah, I can't.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
A headache.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that with me on the stream. Don't do that.
I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm just not seeing Dart, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he'll be good over time. I'm gonna have to see him. Like his poise will have to grow with him. He's a young quarterback. He's got time.
They found a quarterback in New York.
He's definitely got. He's got.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna have to grow into it. He's gonna have some pains this year.
Mm-hmm, definitely. They're gonna have to be okay with him going through what he's going through. Scatterboo. I think they found a good running back with Scatterboo too. This is not to knock their team. It's just to me, I think
they're not ready.
Not yet. No. They don't know how to win yet. They just let Denver come back.
They're close though.
You know what I mean?
Hey, they're close.
They're close. They're close.
So I definitely got to go with the Eagles on this one myself. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think we go ahead and we're all together again on this one. This is just getting we're too much all in the family right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? I may not
some of those games this week though. There's some of those games.
These games is real gimmies. You know what I'm saying?
We got the Buccaneers and we got the Saints.
Oh Christ.
Easy. What we looking like on this? Let's go ahead and just bash the lowly Saints right now because I mean,
lowly Saints.
The lowly Saints.
My headset's broken, man.
Let me be fair. Let me be fair. The Saints is good for one against the Bucs every year. They're good for one. It's a division game. Like I would not be surprised if like Kamara went off this game. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it's a division game. They know each other well. You got to realize Baker's dealing with a lot of injuries in his receiving core.
Absolutely.
Mike Evans came back. Now he's gone. Igbuka is not, fully healthy, even though he's probably going to play. Chris Godwin's probably not going to play. Now, granted, Tez Johnson has stepped up. He just scored a touchdown in the last two games. You know what I'm saying? He's looking pretty good. He was a top recruit and player at Oregon. So he's not like he can't play. He seems like he's going to fill in. He's a great slot receiver in my opinion. I still think the Buccaneers are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. I still got the Bucs though.
LT, go ahead.
Well, all right.
I'm good.
So the Saints. All right, what can I say good about my team? We have Kamara.
He's talking about if y'all trade him, he's gonna retire.
I think he's gonna stay for a long time. I don't think he ever wants to leave. Which is huge.
New Orleans neither.
I wouldn't either. It's a party city, baby. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Saints have an opportunity here to steal one. Okay, and I say that because they normally play Tampa very well. Even when Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, played there, he had real trouble against the Saints during the regular season. I understand that was against Breeze. I get that. But it kind of does that every year is what it seems like. The Bucs have real trouble when it comes to playing the Saints. It's always a close game, a field goal at the end, something like that.
It's a divisional game.
Yeah, but the Saints now are in a weird little pickle. Okay, they were the worst team in the league. They're not anymore. Okay, and they're trying to get a good draft pick. Okay, let me be very real when I say that. They do not want to win this game. The front office does not want to win this game. The coaching and everybody obviously does, so the game plan is going to be a little bit different. Nobody wants to win this game, including the crowd. You're going to see a very pro, and I hate to say this because it hurts in every aspect. It's going to be a home game basically for the Bucks. And that sucks. It just sucks. That should never happen in the NFL, in my opinion. Even if your team's 0-15, 0-16, it just should never happen.
Every game in Cowboy Stadium.
It's terrible.
Rattler's not playing horrible.
That's numbers. If you watch the game,
Rattler's playing. You want to know why? I'm gonna break that down for all my Saints fans here. It's not just because they're losing. It's because they're losing and the defense is playing damn prevent for 90 minutes a game.
So he's getting garbage. He's getting a lot of numbers like dump offs and yak yards.
And it's crazy to me that everybody's like, "Oh, he's the guy." He is not the guy. We've got to stop treating Spencer Rattler like he's that dude. He's not the number 1. He's not the number 2. He is a number 3 on any team in the league. That's fine. Give him that. I'm cool with it. The other guy ain't good either. Shook. He's terrible. Okay, so we don't have a good QB room. We were not set up this season at all. That's on the coaching staff. That's on the front office. We should have went and got the W's. I would love to eat more. Okay, bring Jameis back, please. And the whole city loves him. The whole city loves Jameis Winston. He is that guy down there. So I don't think this is going to be a good game as far as for the Saints. I think they're going to lose it probably by 6, somewhere around there. They're playing at home. I get it, but it's not a home field advantage anymore like it used to be. Place isn't going to be as loud as it normally is. Baker's playing at an MVP level. I don't trust the defense to do very well, especially if they're 90 years old on average. It's just not going to go well.
When I look at this game, man, I thought I would see more from Baker against the Detroit Lions. I just thought I would. I mean, you see, he normally comes in and he performs, but they got beat 24-9.
Yep.
You couldn't even score. I know you lost your top receiver. I mean, he's not your top receiver. That little young boy starting to take over that number one. It's a number 1 spot right now, but you only put up 9 points. So this could be a game to where the Saints may be able to compete some way. This is not saying I'm going to pick the Saints, but you know what I'm saying? But this gives me a little, it gives me a little cross. I was going to expect Baker to come out for 300. Yeah. That's why I expected him to go crazy last game and put his team in a position to win, but they didn't even threaten a victory. It didn't even like it, at all. And I really think they brought Mike Williams. I think they brought him out back too early. I think he was still hurt. Me personally, I think he was still hurt. And Eric, go ahead, VZ.
The only thing that I will combat about Baker not having the game that he wanted to have against that Lions defense, especially with them having injuries. Yep. I gotta give credit to the new defensive coordinator they have. Yeah. Dude is stepping up. He's making really good calls.
Starting to find the schemes.
Yeah, he's starting to figure out what works for him. As far as I think he's trying to carve his own lane, and he's not doing what Aaron Glenn did. He's doing his own thing now. And I think he's finally starting to get it. What's scary is they're not healthy in the secondary. If they can get healthy in the secondary and that he's got all his horses, I think that he's going to be in the next 2 years probably a candidate to get a head coaching job somewhere, because he's doing a lot with the defense that's besides as far as the secondary. He's doing a lot, and he was a DB's coach the year before, and he got promoted to defense coordinator because Aaron Glenn left. I think he's finding his chops right now. So I give a lot of credit to him in the scheme that he drew up against Baker, because Baker wasn't comfortable the whole game. He had to move off his spot a lot. Now, granted, Baker can do some moving, and you know what I'm saying, and he can scramble, but his thing is he wants to get the receivers downfield. Now, I think it was also kind of a perfect storm situation. Defense coordinator's coming to his own. Baker's down a couple of receivers. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, all right, it kind of plays into the hand. But I think that, it's a perfect storm situation. But I do think that we got to start kind of paying attention and giving that D coordinator over there in Detroit some love.
Let's lock it in. VZ.
I got the Bucks, man.
LT.
Saints by 50. by 50. We winning every game.
Rattler throwing for 400.
Rattler about to throw for 450. He's going to throw for 3 tutties. Kamara's going to have another 6. And you know what? Drew's going to be there to watch everything. It's going to be beautiful. The Saints are going to lose by 10, bro. It's not going to be good.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm man. And I'm not. I can't knock the Bucks. I mean the Saints in this game right here because I'm watching. It's a tough thing to watch. Last week I didn't hear what you're saying. The defense coordinator, everything came out, but I'm like, man, is he going to be able to? His receiving core is depleted.
That's a massive difference in defenses, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Bucks just because I do believe in Baker. I went with them last week, but I'm like, man, I'm hoping that Baker can pull it out, but this could be a game to where there might be an upset. Sure. If he doesn't come out and do what he's supposed to do, which I think he will. Baker is one of the top dogs in the league right now. I feel like me personally, I feel like he is as far as quarterback positions goes. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and go with the Bucks as well. Again, we're all locked in one more time. You know what I mean? We got to go ahead and break this up at some point in time, but I don't know if this game. I don't know if this game's going to do it. I don't know if this next one's going to do it. We got the Titans and we got the Colts.
No, it ain't going to be this game.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start off with you, LT.
It ain't going to be this one.
It ain't going to be this one because you have my new front runner.
I'm sure.
my new front runner for MVP is going to be Daniel Jones. Okay. Everybody's going to think I'm nuts when I say that.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
He's playing incredible.
I don't think you're nuts at all.
He's playing incredible football. And what kind of complimentary team are we talking about here? Great run game, above average to very good receiving game. This is a very good team.
Tight end.
Yes. This is a very, very good football team. It's time we start putting it out there. Again, in the preseason, we were talking about it because of how bad they looked on quarterback room. Mm-hmm. DJ's shown up, and he's done nothing but show out this entire season. So I'm rolling with him for every game from here on. Yeah,
percentage. He's 71.
71.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
He's balling out this year, and he deserves every bit of praise we're going to give him.
He just played himself to a good 180 million.
Easy. You have to extend him after this. Look, they're 6-1. They're 4-0 at home. Did not think I'd be saying that going into game 1. Period.
He's
much less
right now, bro.
Game 7. It's crazy. Titans are abysmal. This is the worst time that you could play a Colts team, in my opinion, this year because they are on a high right now. And I mean, they are starting to feel, especially after that comeback they had 2 weeks ago, they are starting to feel like they are literally just nobody can see them.
They're starting to smell themselves.
Yeah, you know nobody can see them. That's how they're looking at it. They're John Cena out there. You can't see me. Period.
They had some big wins too. They had some big wins.
Even
the one that they lost was close. They could have won that game too. Yeah,
and it was to the Rams. I mean, so you can't.
And I mean, that's a team in the touchdown passes. So you know what I'm saying? Like one like you lost to a scrub.
I think they have a legit chance to really shock a lot of people and go very, very deep this year. They play such good complementary football with the play action. He sits back. They're actually getting their drops right with 3-step reads, 5-step reads. I think their offensive game plan is fantastic. Defensively, we know what they could do. I mean, just look at their achievements this year already. Again, they're playing the Titans. This is not going to be a good game. It's a 14.5-point spread for a reason, which is insane in the NFL. But I would probably be inclined to take it.
Easy.
This year's Colts are last year's Vikings.
Oh, nice.
They are the team that nobody expected, that were kind of glazed over. It was like, they got some pieces, but basically the quarterback play is what you hinged on. Nobody thought that Sam Darnold was going to have the year that he had last year with the Vikings. There's not a soul on this planet that can tell me that they actually thought that Daniel Jones was, number one, going to win the job. Number two, going to play the way that he's been playing. And when you talk about complimentary football, there's a picture of the Colts in the definition right there by it. Excellent running back. Trusted rookie tight end. You know what I'm saying? Who's showing his chops every week. Receivers that can get the job done. They don't got no receivers that'll blow you away, but they got a lot of pieces. Downs is a deep threat. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? The receiver, Alec. What's his name? Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, he's a good receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the tight end, their defense is not
Warren's a beast at tight end. That dude.
Warren is a beast at
He's
tight
leading their
end.
team, and he's leading their team
He's
receiving
leading the
yards.
team in receiving right now, which is the best thing that you can have for a quarterback who's trying to build confidence is a trusted tight end, especially coupling that with the great run game. It's an unbeatable formula.
That shows you too. He's going through progressions for the first time in his career.
Thank you. He's going through his progressions. He's giving you the stuff that we wanted to see. Now, I don't know if it was something in New York or maybe it was the play calling or the scheme. I don't know what it is, but they didn't unlock a different level of Daniel Jones. At this
100%.
point, I don't think he's going to fall back down to earth. I think that this is like, this is what we can expect from Daniel Jones from this moment forward. They are playing excellent right now. The thing that bothers me about this is I love Cam Ward. I love Cam Ward. I like his attitude. I like everything about him. It's a really, really bad situation. They just fired the coach. They don't know what they're doing on offense. They got a pretty talented roster on defense.
Yeah.
It's just that they're on the field too much. One of the biggest disappointments to me was their receiving core. Calvin Ridley has been horrible. Elick Airminer, the dude who tore up Travis Hunter in college, he hasn't done anything. Like even when Calvin Ridley went down, he hasn't done nothing. Tony Pollard has been in, or Tony Pollard's played, but Spears has been injured. Offensively, they're a mess. They're just a mess right now. I think Indy wins this game pretty handily, even though the Titans defense is pretty staunch, and this is a division game, so it may be a little bit closer than some people think. But I don't think that the Daniel Jones trains is going to continue on. Yeah. He's still going to be probably in that. He's going to be in that MVP race.
100%.
Italy after this. He's still in it. He's not going to lose his spot wherever you have him. I got the Colts winning this one pretty handily, at least by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, you look at it. He's only been sacked. Jones has only been sacked 6 times all year. And you got to look. Cam Ward's been sacked 30
basically
times.
one
never had
per game. Yeah. I mean, and Cam Ward's been sacked 30 times. Most rookie quarterbacks go through this. It's very rare you see a CJ Stroud. It's very rare when he was a rookie, I should say. It's very rare you see
a Peyton Manning rookie season.
Yeah, or Jaden Daniels. It's very, very, seldom we catch that. You catch that lightning in a bottle like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, he hasn't played horrible. He's played bad. He's played bad. He's gonna give up a whole bunch of fumbles. He did some stuff that blooper reel type, worthy type material. I've seen it out of him. But he's playing under duress. He's not getting that kind of time he had when he was down in Miami. He's not getting that kind of time to sit there and pick apart a team. He's making some good throws. He's just not on a good team. I've seen. You got to remember when Peyton Manning came in. I think he threw 30 interceptions his first year.
He set the record for rookie interceptions in the season. Yeah,
and so I mean but it's normal for for rookies to go through things like this. So
you expect that.
Yeah, they're going to have a high pick. They can go out and get themselves a top receiver. They can go out and get themselves a number of different weapons to kind of help out with what they got going on over there. That being said, the Colts are killing it. I mean, you look at their running back, Taylor, man, he's at almost 700 yards right now.
10 touchdowns.
You know what I mean? Like, you got almost 7. Yeah. You're almost averaging 100 yards a game. That's a big thing. People don't necessarily do that. Even though you go for 1,000 yards.
In today's era, that's huge.
It only takes you about 63 yards to get 1,000 yards in a season.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at the end of the day, maybe a little bit less now that they added the extra game, but it's right around there. He's almost getting you a bill. That's taking a lot of pressure off of Jones. That's helping him getting more time. Jones is averaging over 250 yards. You know what I mean? Passing. He's doing his thing back there. You can't really. That team is looking good, man. I didn't expect them to play like this and come out like this. I think Man had said something about this team was built for it. For all they needed was a quarterback.
They were built for a quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. And he came out. He showed you. I mean, pretty much, man. If they would have stuck with Richardson. Oh, man, we would have thought they were garbage.
He can't go through progressions
at all.
No, he's strictly an athlete. They didn't look at moving Buddy to tight end or something because he's an athlete. He's a big body, but he can't go through progressions. Yeah, it's not a hell of an arm, but he can't go through progressions. And the quarterback should be the smartest person on the offense.
We would have thought 100%. That this team was garbage for years to go. Oh man, the Colts are garbage, but now they came up and they showed this. I mean, come on, man. You got to, you know what I mean? Like you got to at this point in time. So let's go ahead and go around. Let's go ahead and lock this one in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get with you, BZ. Who you got?
I got the Colts, man. I think that this is going to be one of those games where they kind of pull away. I think they'll be tested maybe by like halftime just because this is a divisional game. But the Colts is going to win this pretty handily after the half.
LT.
Colts by 1 million.
Yeah, hey, man, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rock with what y'all got going on too, because this team is playing lights out right now. They're 6-1. They're the only 6-win team in the league right now. I mean, so it is what it is. We can't speak anything ill of them. They got the pass game going, they got the running game going, they got the defense. So right now, like you say, they're one of the top dogs, and they're the top dog in the league right now.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the next Super Bowl
You go first.
champions. You know what I mean? Do you want me to go first?
You go first. I want to hear this
Sit back
bullshit.
and watch this one.
I want to say, yeah. You go first.
We just saw one of the greatest comebacks we have ever seen. You know what I mean? We put up 33 points in one quarter.
I mean, that's
33
that's
points
so
in one quarter.
So
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. I'm watching the game. It's like 16-0. This is going into the fourth. I'm like, let me turn this on and went and did something else. You know what I mean? I look on my phone. I said,
Who was that against?
Who y'all play?
We don't have to discuss that. Things happen.
We got to talk about all that.
You know what I mean? But we played a surging Giants team.
No, you got to
surging Giants.
That's not an adjective you should use. Surging.
Hey, they beat us. Did the Giants knock off the defending Super Bowl champions or not?
That's a divisional
this
game.
young
That's
team
different.
right here.
That's a divisional game.
Now it's different. Now it's different.
It's an asterisk on that.
He said that was different.
You got to include that.
He said, what about that time he did it? Debo got me back in the back of the
Saints could beat.
He said that was different.
We were just talking about how the Saints could beat the Bucs right now. You know why? Because it's a divisional game.
No, that's not why I said that. I was saying that because the receiving core is depleted. I know divisional games people do play a little bit tougher, but I said that because I don't care about it being the divisional game. I think that the Bucs had all their receivers. There's no way they're winning that game. There's no way they're losing to the Saints. But right now, I just feel like we played that was a tough game for us.
Beat the Giants pretty heavily.
And we came back and we handled our business. We 5-2 right now. Y'all got to remember, now we probably got third or fourth best defense in the league. You know what I mean? We got the third or fourth best defense in the league. Our offense came and finally showed me something. That's what I was worried about. I've always said that Bo Nix is kind of like the person I'm like, I don't know. He stepped up. He stepped up major. And now I'm gonna get off the Broncos a little bit because I think we're pretty solidified, for what we're doing. We did it last year. We went to the playoffs last year. This year, Bo Nix is he was a rookie too. You got to remember that he was a rookie. He passed for some of the. He's like top 3 rookies and touchdowns thrown in the season in their first year. He did that. He threw for 3,800 yards too. Let's not forget. You know what I mean? With a receiving core that's questionable. One top receiver, I'll say Cortland Sutton is really his only one we had. That's really like a receiver he can count on. Let's go ahead and get to the Dallas Cowboys now with this scenario, though. The Cowboys, I love their receiving core. Okay. And I actually like Dak. You know what I mean? I like Dak. I know my brother don't he mad at Dak every other week. He'll like Dak to see. I would say he'd rather get rid of Dak right now. But Dak actually puts up numbers, man. He does his thing. I know when it comes playoff time, he's nowhere to be found. But I mean, during the season, Dak's going to give you, he gives you MVP type numbers when he's healthy. And right now, he has 2 of the best receivers in the league right now. You can almost look at these 2 when especially when CD's healthy, like you're looking at a Chase and Higgins. You almost can compare them to that. I look at Pickens like he's number 1. Right, yeah, he's a number 1 receiver. I told my bro, I said, bro, Pickens a number 1 receiver. You're tripping. That dude's a beast. You know what I mean? So then you got our old running back, Williams. He's a monster.
He's not your old running. He's our current running back.
He's our current running back. You know what I'm saying?
He's our current running back. Y'all let him go.
Y'all then finally came up on a good runner, though, and we're gonna see if y'all utilize him or y'all do the same thing y'all do every year and go to Jerry Jones, let Dak throw the ball and lose y'all the game. That's where it boils down to. Your defense is abysmal. You know what I mean? You guys let go of who you needed. You needed Parsons. You let that go. That was the worst thing you could have did because right now you guys really would be in contention if you would not have done that. That right there shot yourself in the foot. And no one thought Jerry Jones would do that because he normally pays the guys he's supposed to pay. He tried to stand up for himself. He tried to stand up for himself this game, though. You know what I'm saying? He came out this game. He tried to say, man, I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you and show everybody else. If they try this, I'm going to do this to them too. And it shot itself in the foot. What do you guys? 3-1 or something like that right now? 3-1?
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
1-3 away.
It's on your screen. Don't be acting like you know what it is.
You're about to be 3-4-1 right now because you ain't beating the Denver Broncos. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It ain't happening.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I want you to go.
All right,
Go ahead.
so listen. Okay. All right, I got you. So the Cowboys, right? Cowboys at Broncos. I don't trust the Cowboys very much away from home this season, which is kind of interesting. Typically, they do play better on the road.
Yes.
Again, they went into what scares me about them is the way they play on the road because of the fact that they went into the world beaters at home in Carolina and came out with that L. So they're playing a better team who plays very well at home, 3-0. They did just have that miracle comeback, so they're going to be feeling some sort of a way about themselves, and they're good. I mean, Dak's really good though this year, and I'm saying that as a Cowboy, not hater, but they're not my favorite team. Dak's got 1881, 16 tutties, 3 interceptions, 3 out of all that production he's got. He's really taking care of the football. He's playing a team this week that has a extremely, extremely good secondary.
Pass rush as well. Let's not forget about
yes, and I understand that. Now, who do I trust is what this boils down to for me, right? Do I trust Knicks or do I trust Dak? Because honestly, that's what it comes down to for me. The Cowboys are good. Look, they're going to score points. Denver's going to score on the Cowboys. Can they keep up with Dak? That's going to be the question mark in this game for me. And I don't think that they are going to do it. I think the Cowboys roll on offense in this game. They're spreading the ball around fantastic. They're getting healthy again, which is scary.
Hey, let this man talk, please. Let this man talk.
The Broncos are 3.5-point favorites at home. If the lines were correct, it would be more, in my opinion, right? If people were really that confident in them to win this game. I think this is a real pick'em game for a reason, in my opinion. I think any team can win it, but if I was to try, I'm going with quarterbacks here. Which one do I trust? I trust Dak to get the job done. He's being very efficient this year. He's playing at an MVP caliber level. I think he is going to roll over the Broncos this week.
He's done this before. He's played at MVP caliber level.
Don't be trying to fill up the space.
He's done this several times.
Don't be easy. Don't be trying to fill up the space.
Let me be very honest with this. I'll be very real here.
Go on and get to me.
Hey, I think the Cowboys win. Hey, VZ, the Cowboys are going to win, but you got to look at this too. You can't do what you did last week against the Cowboys.
For sure.
You can't. The Cowboys aren't going to run this bullshit offense after they get up by 30 points. It's just
27-24 against the Panthers, man. Come on, was it 30 or was it 30 or 27?
Are you finished or are you going to introduce me yet? Is you finished? Because you saying a lot of stuff in between you adding a lot of extras. Can I get that extra time? Is that cool?
You got the floor.
This is what we needed. Let's go.
I was just trying to make sure I had the whole dance floor was clear before I get on here and cut this rug. You know what I'm saying? I was just making sure. All right, there's a couple things. Let me just get this out the way. I think this game is going to be a close game. I really do think this game is going to be a close game. Now, kind of leaning on what LT said, I trust Dak in that offense more than I trust Bo Nix in his offense. Just being fair and objective. But even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I trust Sean Payton in his play calling more than I trust Shotty in his play calling. Now, that's not a shot against Shotty because he's been doing pretty good as far as offensive play calling this season. I think that this is going to be one of those games where, like, who scores last? Who do I trust to put the ball in the end zone before? And with that being said, I trust the Cowboys offense just a little bit more, not even a little bit, just a pretty sizable gap more than I trust Denver's offense. I think our receivers are better. Javonte Williams is having a resurgence season. I don't know why y'all let him go, but I sure do appreciate it, partner. But you know what I'm saying? Dobbins is cool. I love J.K. Dobbins, especially when he's healthy. He plays really good when he's healthy. I think Javonte Williams is a better option, given they're both their health. And I think you probably agree with that too. I think Javonte Williams is a better option, given that they're both
he runs
healthy.
hard. He runs hard.
He runs hard. You ain't gonna get him down on that first contact. I think Dakota Rain Prescott, or excuse me, Rain Dakota Prescott. Dakota's his middle name. Rain Dakota Prescott, I think is gonna have a better game against the secondary because P2 is gonna shut down whatever receiver he's on. The problem is we have other receivers. Whoever's going to be in the slot, which is a lot of times going to be CD, and that's going to get the y'all's third corner Riley, whatever his name is, the white dude. I think he's going to get ate up, bro. I think particularly he's going to get ate up, and I think that we're going to be able to score at opportune times. And I think that the only thing that scares me, because we have I think our running game is just a tad bit better than yours. Our passing game is definitely better, but I think the running game is just a little bit better than y'all's. I think that if we can get a lead, like a 10-point lead, and then after that, if it starts going back and forth, we had a ball last, I think we can win that game. I think we can make a stop when needed. Hopefully, they still go with the scheme change that they did last game, and they stop playing as much zone, and they go to a little bit more man. I don't think that y'all have the skill players to take advantage of our weaknesses on defense this particular game. Now, I will say that I think that y'all are going to come out swinging because y'all going to be feeling yourselves. Y'all just came off a good game and a comeback. I think that that's going to play into our hand. I think Bo Nix is going to make a mistake at a critical time, and that's going to be the difference in this game. I think this is going to be one of them like 32-34 games. I think it's going to be because we ain't going to stop nobody from scoring. No. But I think if we can make a play in a critical time, which I think is possible, you know what I'm saying? A 3 and out, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, punt the ball, go drive down the field. I got 100% faith in Dak in this offense. Our defense is going to be, can we make the plays when they matter? If we can make
give me one turnover. Can you give me one turnover?
Give me one turnover, bro. Give me a strip sack fumble. Let Deron Bland get an interception and possibly take it back for a pick six. I think something like that's going to be the difference in this game.
If I look at it, I mean, you guys are putting up points. I mean, nobody can deny that the Dallas Cowboys are putting up points. You guys put up, 44 last week against the Washington, against the
doubled them up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are definitely going to put the points up. It depends on when. I feel like, it depends on if we get out to any type of a lead, we're pretty much going to just say, put your ears back and get going. I mean, Dak's not going to have just, I can just throw this thing downfield and do whatever I want to go do. No,
even though we got decent running game.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You guys do have a good running game, but will you utilize it the correct way? Will it be utilized, or will you guys sit back now that you got these two receivers who are going to be, you got two people who are going to be calling for the ball. You got and Dak's. We all know how you guys. Jerry Jones wants the prototypical All-American quarterback, the guy who throws for all the yards, gets all the touchdowns. He'll forget about
Jerry likes offense. Jerry likes offense, flashy offense at that.
You get what I'm saying? So, and he has two studs at wide receiver. And you got a good tight end. Yeah, so you guys are gonna be throwing that ball. That gives our DBs opportunities, and at the same time, it gives our our edge rushers opportunities as well. So I mean, saying that, you go ahead, VZ. I see you got something you want to.
I think that it makes a difference. If we're throwing the ball like that and we're leading, that's different. If we're throwing the ball like that and we're losing. You know what I'm saying? I think the play calling is going to be different if we're winning than if we're losing. Now, granted, either way, y'all are going to be pinning your ears back trying to get to the quarterback. But if Dak has already established a rhythm and he's winning, and y'all have been pinning y'all ears back the whole time, and he's still doing his thing, he's got a lot of options. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of weapons.
That's what I'm saying. We have to be up. If we're
that's what I'm saying. I feel like if the Broncos can get a lead, if y'all get a lead, then we're not built to play from behind because we can't stop nobody. But if we can get a lead, this can be something that can go like back and forth. And then, to be honest, even if we get, because I don't think that our offense is stupid enough to challenge Patrick Surtain. I don't think that's, you know what I'm saying? We're going to attack where he's not. If y'all can get
you're going to give up an entire player, though? You think you guys are going to give up an entire player?
Yeah, because we got two of them. And then Turpin is playing. He's a fast dude. Yeah. We got a lot of weapons. You know what I'm saying? Turpin is a fast dude. Tolbert, when he wants to play, can make a difference in the game. We had the Flournoy dude had 100 yards the other game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So who's the fourth corner that's going to cover him? Our running back is pretty decent. Dak put it like this. If Dak wins this game, you got to put him top 2 MVP
Oh,
conversation.
100%.
You got to put him top 2, and especially if he wins this game where he's the guy, where he has 300 yards and 2-3 touchdowns. You got to put him in that conversation. Yeah, top 2 because Baker had a down game,
top
so he's
3. I would put him in top 3. Top 3.
Baker had a down game. He's to me the only 2 people.
He's only won 3 games.
Well, Baker's about to have a great game.
Before. You know what I mean, he's only won 3. He's only won 3 games. I like that.
I think
that
this
got
could be
16
the tide-turning game. If he can win this game, this will change the public's perception about how the Cowboys is. Especially if he wins this game and then the next week or in between weeks we turn around and make a trade for somebody on defense, that's gonna like swirl the hype storm around the Cowboys.
Plus, we know who Denver is too, right? I mean, Denver's a playoff team. Let's be honest. Denver is a playoff team.
Even if they lose, they're still
really kind of set up to go kind of deep this year, if I'm being honest. The way everything's set up.
That's
the Cowboys are not right now.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's the stamp on it.
Your next 2 games are Arizona and the Raiders. So
that's what I'm saying.
If we guys win this, you got a pretty.
That's a nice little run we can go on
where you
to
hit
get
the
us
Eagles
back in contention.
But if you lose, you're at least 2 games back.
If we lose, that's bad because you got to have the Giants is going to lose, the Eagles is going to be leading. I think Washington is going to fall apart. So it's like we still have a chance. Yeah, we still have a chance.
Got a chance to win
this game. This is going to be huge for us. And I'm not saying that I'm not trying to. I know that the Broncos have a great defense. I really trust their defense, but I think if they're smart, they attack whoever that Patrick Surtain is not on. Whoever he's not guarding, you just attack him. Go to or get the running game going. Go to the tight end.
Listen, if it were that easy, everyone would do it. This is what I'm gonna say right here, you guys. Now I'm not saying that because I understand.
You ain't playing offense like that. Everybody ain't got 2 number 1s like we do in a suitable tight end in a running game. And an MVP playing quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
We got some, but when it comes down to that, I think that the biggest thing is send them boys after Dak a few times, get him rattled, shake him up a little bit.
You're gonna have to
get him off his game. You know what I mean? He's not feeling as comfortable as he normally would. Go after him on offense. Go after him. Don't just settle for first down. We're running for sure.
You got to get him out of rhythm, man.
You got to get him out of rhythm.
And the way you do that is by getting them down.
You got to get him on the ground. You got to get him out that pocket, get him moving.
You guys beat the Giants. You beat the Jets. And you beat a depleted Washington Commanders team who don't have any of their receivers. I think it was Daniel's first game back. Was it first or second game back?
And they lost.
When you look at
the tie with the Packers, remember?
I'm saying the Panthers.
They lost to the Panthers.
That's true.
You guys, come on, man.
I'm not
and the Chicago Bears.
We're not talking about the
Pats. I'm not even talking about that. What I'm saying is there's a win category and there's a loss. Absolutely. We won as many games as we lost, and we had a draw with the Packers, who was supposed to blow us out on paper. All I'm saying is, with the offense playing at the way that they're playing, you better watch out. And just know, I'm talking cash money. I'm coming up here in full Cowboys regalia. I might have my face painted, nigga. I might do the whole thing. Yeah, I'm coming up here. I'm talking crazy.
Hey, if the Saints win another game, I will do the same thing.
And as you should.
Let's go ahead and put a friendly bet on here. What are we gonna do? What we gonna do, man? I might have to go get myself, a little Cowboys t-shirt or something. Wear a Cowboys t-shirt. What you want to do?
I do that. We can do that. I'll go buy a Broncos t-shirt or a
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to have to be a size too small. It's going to have to be a size too small for y'all.
I ain't tripping. I'll do it. I'll wear it on here. I'm a man of my word. I'll put it up.
He's stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Because I got faith in my team right here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Right? There's no way we're losing to the lowly. Hey, I'm not saying you guys.
Don't be saying lowly. Don't be lowly. Talking about lowly. Don't be. I don't like these attitudes you use today. Why you throwing these attitudes? Look.
Y'all ain't beat nobody.
Did we beat him or no?
You feel me?
We beat him.
You guys won. You did.
Doc, I agree.
We beat him. We don't have an almost won category. Niggas, we're losses. We won. We won.
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is right here.
Hey, look, Doc talking about what's the bet. The bet is if I lose, if the Cowboys lose, I'll go buy a Broncos shirt that's a size too small.
Yep.
If he loses,
so wear it for next week's live. Wear it for the live next week.
And we got to wear it on the live, on the next live. Yeah.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is I'm just looking at who you guys have played, who you guys have beaten. The only time I could be like,
Look.
okay, yeah, what's the Chicago Bears? The Bears is playing good this year. I'll give you that, guys. That you know what I mean? But
don't be all rah over your Giants win, man. You beat the Giants. All right, I don't want to hear it.
We 5-2, brother.
I'll be quiet.
We ain't just beat the Giants. We 5-2. There was 4 other wins in there that you guys ain't got. We got 2 more wins.
We could have been 4-3 right behind y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
We could have been 4-3 right behind y'all.
Like could have been records right now. It sounds
look,
like could have been
could
records
have been
right now.
a
You know what I'm saying? That just sound like right
Right.
now. You could have been.
You know?
Listen, we could have been 6.
Look.
I think we lost a couple of games. The two games we lost by a very slim margin. To be honest, the games that we lost by a very slim margin. So we could really be, if we want to take it that route, we could be
by touchdown. By a touchdown.
We lost by 1 point and we lost by 3 points. We lost by 29-28 to the Colts. I mean, that's a field goal. That's a field goal. Good. And then at the other one, we lost by 3 points.
Hey, a loss to the Colts this year ain't nothing to be upset about either.
And a loss to the Chargers, and a loss to the Chargers, and a loss to a division rival.
I mean, we were just calling the Chargers one of the most disappointing teams, but continue. Go ahead.
And we ain't really beat nobody either when I look at this. And I really,
all right, then. All I'm saying is,
we beat the Eagles. Hold up. Time out. We're going to stop this right here. We beat the Eagles, brother. Beat the Eagles. Did y'all beat the Eagles? Did y'all beat the Eagles? That's what I want to know. Y'all beat the Eagles.
It's a divisional game. It's different.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a divisional game. It's different.
Let's lock it in.
No,
I'm gonna start with you.
Why you asking me this shit? You already know. I'm going with the Cowboys, bro. Especially because you on the panel. I'm going with the Cowboys, and you better hope you don't win. You better. I ain't got no logical reason to pick the Cowboys. I'm just picking them just because. If we win, you finna have to deal with me.
I ain't gonna lie. You guys got a good receiving core, bro. Like
we have an excellent.
I told y'all last week that y'all was gonna win. If CD play, I said, man, CD play, y'all winning. Because I know y'all got some dogs back there.
I don't even. If CD didn't play, I think Pickens was gonna eat him up anyway.
Not by himself, bro. That wasn't going.
Who's y'all's number 2 receiver? I mean, who's our number 2 corner? Who y'all number 2 corner?
I ain't gonna say I don't even know his name. I probably don't even know his name.
Hey, we're gonna hear it a lot on Sunday. We're gonna hear that name a lot on.
I'm saying I don't think y'all gonna beat us, even if y'all got both y'all.
Wherever y'all number 2 corner is, you better get prepared to come on the show and say you hate him.
That's true.
What?
Get prepared to come on the show and say I can't stand him. He's sorry. He's trash.
Our number 2 corner is
trash.
It's not even on here right here. I can't even tell you right now.
You know why? Because he's trash.
It looks bad right here. Riley Moss. I know who he is too. Riley Moss.
Look at how much they target Riley Moss. You know what I'm saying? When you need a big play, look at who they target. They target Riley Moss. Do you think that CD
ain't nobody been big playing us, brother? Ain't nobody been big playing us though. You gotta remember that.
Okay, so who the receivers coming into town now? Arguably one of the best receiving duos in town. Patrick Surtain gonna shut one down. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. You're gonna have to move him around. He gonna follow one of them. Who gonna guard the other one?
You gotta remember we played the Bengals too. I ain't saying they
got
good quarterbacks.
Who gonna guard the other?
We did play the Bengals. We played them. You know what I mean? Listen. I'm
hoping that you line.
Who gonna guard our edge rushers? Who gonna guard our edge rushers? Who gonna stop our edge rushers? It ain't gonna matter if we're winning. That's a legend. You know, we'll see.
It ain't gonna matter if we're winning.
We're gonna see what goes on here. But
you better hope Bo Nix don't throw a pick 6 to Bland. You better hope.
Going with LT. Let's just stop this blasphemy right here.
You should.
Woulda, coulda. You know what I mean? Let's stop.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We gonna tear that ass up.
Who we got?
I think VZ's going with the Cowboys. I'm fairly certain.
It sounds like he's. You know what I mean?
I'm going. You know what, man? I'm going with Dak. I trust Dak. I really do. I trust him more.
I trust Dak over Bo Nix.
And I trust that offense more than I trust.
Why?
Because he's a better player.
Coaching does matter, and that's going to come into play in this game at some point. Over that. I do think Peyton's the better coach, and I mean by far. So that could come into play and could mess up this pick and screw it up a little bit. But I think the Cowboys go in there, and I think they get a statement W this week.
I'm gonna say right now, that's crazy talk. I can't believe you said any of that T right there. You know, so I just can't believe it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know why anybody trusts Dak. I like Dak. I'm only gonna talk bad about Dak this week because we playing him. Honestly, because I like Dak. I can't sit back and act like I tell my brother all the time Dak's a good quarterback because he is. But this is war. So it's war. Okay. So I'm gonna say what I say, and you know, but ain't no way that you guys are beating us. It's only because you guys tend to just lose the games you're supposed to win. You guys
It's a
tend to
different
not
season.
play. It was a different season every year. Every year when you guys
Exactly.
had Ezekiel
It's a
Elliott,
different season
everybody
every
else.
year, so I'm expecting different results. What you talking about? Yeah.
Denver Broncos.
Look,
This year's Super Bowl winners this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Denver Broncos.
just
Go ahead.
hate don't look good on you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know that it's not really appealing or flattering.
I can't wait till next week, man. One of these small ass jerseys is gonna be hilarious.
If I lose, I mess around and be like, man, I ain't answering.
Doc,
I got 50 on it.
Doc put 50 push-ups on it. All right.
I got 50 on it right now. We got 50.
I got
them
50
on
on
there.
In the small shirt on live.
I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna do it live. I think
trying to turn this into a damn clown show. This ain't no clown show.
Good.
We ain't about to entertain you like this with a clown hat on and a clown nose.
Nah, we can't do that.
Doing all that, brother.
Hey, I get to talk all the shit I want. My team's terrible. All right, we're rolling with it.
But it's okay. We ain't gonna hold on to this any longer because we all know who's about to win this game. Denver Broncos.
Yeah,
on to the next
Cowboys.
game: Packers versus the Steelers.
Ooh, we might argue about this one too.
Beasley, who you got?
I don't know who is all of J Love's receivers healthy.
Yeah,
And matter of fact, I don't know if Jacobs is healthy. Is Jacobs ain't playing, right? Is he not healthy?
Let me see. I'm gonna check it out for y'all. Keep going.
Is he questionable?
I think he's Q. Let me see.
I feel like he's questionable.
Wicks is questionable. His receivers look like they're pretty much healthy. You said
Okay.
Jacobs is questionable.
Jacobs is questionable.
Yeah.
If Jacobs don't play, I think that the Steelers can get this one.
Fair.
If Jacob plays and he's fully healthy, I think that that's going to be the ball control that they need. Yeah, that's going to be the ball control that they need, or he's going to get them those critical first downs that they need to move the chains, and that'll be the difference in the game. For some reason, I feel like Jalen Ramsey is going to get off this game. I feel like he's going to have, because they don't have like a great receiving core. They got a whole bunch of number twos, like Pono was saying. They got a whole bunch of number twos. So, like, I feel like that Ramsey and that secondary might look a little better this week than they actually are. I feel you, Doc. I kind of want to lean towards the Steelers, but I'm hinging on Josh Jacobs playing. I really want to lean towards the Steelers. I feel like this is one of those games. Every now and then, Love has one of those games that's a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Like you see him play, you look at his numbers, and he's killing it, and then he comes out there and he has a game. It'll only be one in like a 4 or 5 week period, but he'll have one of those games where you're like, bro, what happened? I think Rodgers is going to have a decent game. He's going to have a little resurgence. He ain't playing bad. He's got 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
He
ain't playing bad. You know what I'm saying? To me, I personally think that if the Steelers make the playoffs this year, I think we get Rodgers for another year with that team.
Oh,
You know
I agree.
I think we get him for another year. What I really want to see them do
absolutely
is bring the running back that they drafted, the Steelers. I really want to see them get him involved. I like Gainwell, I like Warren, but I really think that dude should get was he from Iowa? I really think that he should get involved. They gotta find, to me, the Steelers, they should be one of those teams who's in the running for like somebody like Chris Olave. They got to get another receiver opposite DK. If they can get, especially a speed guy like Olave, if they can get another receiver in there, I mean, that's, even though Aaron is old, he ain't been looking old. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been moving outside the pocket, moving the pocket, throwing the ball. Everybody know Aaron got an arm. He's got one of the best natural arm talents that I've ever seen if I wouldn't have never seen Patrick Mahomes. Yep. So, like, he would have been the best arm I've ever seen if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes. And that's just recent. So I think that Aaron Rodgers, this is a very winnable game for the Steelers. I think it comes down to also Mike ain't really been healthy. Mike ain't really been healthy for the Packers. I wonder, it makes me think, did that play a factor in getting him re-signed in Dallas? Was that something that was on the table? I'm also hating a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know.
I like where your head's at.
I'm also hating a little bit. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm hating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little salt in there. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't had the impact that people thought he was going to have on the Packers. Not yet as of late. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really had that impact. He hasn't really put too much on, impact on as far as the pass rush. I think he's got like 3 sacks, but he's missed, you know what I'm saying, some time or some quarters in some games. And I think that as quiet as it's kept, them losing Kenny Clark was bad for their run defense. That was bad for their run defense. Now, he ain't did shit for our run defense, but he's been bad for their run defense. Losing him has been bad for their run defense. I think that this is a very losable game by the Packers, particularly if Josh Jacobs doesn't play.
LT.
There's something to be said about a star who won Super Bowls for you coming back and playing against you.
I didn't even think about that, but yes, that is an little asterisk.
Yes, that's going to come into play a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This, in as much as people want to say, "Oh, it's not a revenge game," even A-Rod says that it is. It's always a revenge game when you play that team that let you go when you thought you still had it in you, which he clearly did.
Yeah.
I think he's playing at a very high level this season. Not prime A-Rod by any means, but I do think he's playing very good and good enough football for them to win. I think they're starting to find their rhythm. They got caught playing a team last week. Sure, they got caught playing a team last week that kind of finally got Flacco in as far as involved, right? What he's supposed to be in the offense. So they got caught playing a team. They just weren't sure what they were going to run. That's kind of what I'm attributing that game to. When you're looking at the Pack, I don't trust them. I really don't. They're 1-1-1 on the road. They should have lost to the Cowboys or won, depending on how you look at it, which point of the fourth quarter you're looking at. I just don't trust Love. I know you guys think he's fantastic and a star. I think he's good. Don't get it twisted. I think he's very, very good. But is he good enough to get them to that next level? I haven't seen it yet, right? I just don't trust him in that opportunity. I do think when you're looking at a Steelers team, I do trust the coach as well. They have one of the greatest coaches of all time, in my opinion, on that sideline. When you look at that, when you look at one of the best quarterbacks of all time being on that sideline, as far as A-Rod, when people look at him, that's how they describe him, right? One of the greatest of all time, especially when you're looking at attributes for a quarterback. He still has the cannon of an arm as well, let's be honest. They're going to win this football game, and they're going to rally around their quarterback. They're going to win it because of him. And they're going to get Tomlin back in the winning category and get him back to the playoffs. I've said this since the beginning of the season. I don't think the Pack are going to go into Steelers territory and win this game. I think the Steelers are going to win this game by 3 points or more. I say this week in and week out. If they can get the ball with 2 minutes or less, down by 2 or less, they're going to win the game because they have Boswell, period. Like, they have one of the best kickers in the league. Yeah. If they can set themselves up to get that ball last, they're going to win. They had it won last week, honestly.
Best kicker is Brandon Aubrey, but yeah.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I'm saying one of the best. He's one of the best in the league. Like, he's literally been with the Steelers his entire career. Like, they're not going to let the guy go because he's such a clutch kicker. He's had so many fourth quarter winning kicks. That's what I'm banking on. I'm banking on the kicker. I'm banking on one of the greatest of all time at quarterback. I'm banking on one of the best coaches of all time at coach. Yes. I think that comes into play big time when you look at this game. And plus, this is a big moment for J. Love. This is a big moment for them because if they win this game, you have to take them very, very seriously. Yes, this is going, and he only, 2 interceptions so far in the season. You're gonna see 2 more this week. Okay, there's going to be a couple of mistakes by him this week.
Ramsey's gonna get off. Yeah.
Yes, the Steelers are going to win this game. Book it.
This is what I'm gonna say about this right here. The one thing that makes me nervous about this game is that it is a home game for Pittsburgh. I mean, you're gonna go to the Steelers. They got the terrible towels. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough environment for anybody to win in.
That's the prime time game too.
Especially if they get a lead early. That's gonna be hard. Yeah.
When I look at this, when you really look at the, you look at the Green Bay Packers, they only lost 1 game. They really should be 5-1 right now.
They should have lost to us, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I mean, to me, that was the weirdest 40-40. Like, how does this even happen?
Hey, without Dak, they do win that game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dak is there.
Dak is that dude this year.
He's there.
And so, when I look at this game, I mean, I like the Packers. You guys know how I feel about Love. I think Love's a solid quarterback.
Sure.
I think the Packers are just a good, sound team. It's tough to go against Pittsburgh at home. They got a really good defense. You know what I mean? At home, it's tough to beat them. But me personally, I think the Packers are going to pull this off. I think they're going to show everybody that they're for real. They're 4-1-1. They've only lost 1 game. They beat the Detroit Lions, beat the Commanders when they still had, I think they still had Jaden Daniel. You know what I mean? And they lost 13-10 to a lowly Cleveland team. That was just a weird win
That's
for
a
them.
weird vibe.
That was a weird win for Cleveland. I mean, they beat the Bengals. Nobody. They beat Arizona. I ain't gonna say that's to anybody. They tied with the Dallas Cowboys. They're all right. Here and there, they're all right this year. Right. This week they all right. Next week I might like them again. It might be cool with me again. But this week, man, it's more. But you know what I'm saying. But I think the Packers really are who they say they are. And I think that we look at them. They don't have a lot of star power on that team, but they win. And so I think this week. I think this week they're going to pull it out. But let's go ahead and lock this in, man. Easy.
Two things with this game, particularly on the Packers side. And this is not coming from a place of hate. This is just facts. I don't think that Mike is as healthy as he should be going into this game, and he's not going to make as big as an impact as he should on this team this year because I don't think he's fully healthy. Number two, I think that the relationship between Tomlin and Rodgers was seriously underestimated. I think that they get along better than people anticipated them, and I think that that's going to push them to at least 10, 11 wins just off that relationship alone. I think Tomlin probably trusts Rodgers close to as much as he trusted Big Ben before he left. You know what I'm saying? I think he's probably the closest person that he's, as far as quarterback, that he trusted. Like, yeah, make that audible, make that call. You know what I'm saying? I think Aaron Rodgers didn't play good. Even when he threw the 2 picks the last game, those picks weren't on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some miscommunication, there was some stuff going on. Aaron Rodgers was playing. If we didn't have the high expectations that we have for the cachet of the name Aaron Rodgers, we would be praising the quarterback in Pittsburgh right now.
Absolutely.
But it's because he's Aaron Rodgers, we expect so much more from him that we think that this is just average. But if Aaron Rodgers was John Smith, we'd be like, this dude is amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that relationship that they have is growing. I think it's brewing. I think he's gaining the trust of their team. I personally think if they get another receiver, particularly a speed receiver, somebody who can take the top off the defense, the Steelers' offense is going to be scary, and that's going to play into the defense being good because they're going to have leads. You know what I'm saying? I got the Steelers in this game, probably by 10.
LT.
I like that, actually. I'm going to be honest, man. Look, you got Hall of Fame coach. Tomlin's one of the best to do it, in my opinion. I love that guy. His game plan is always great. Hall of Fame quarterback who can still do it at a very high level.
Yes.
And really just sling it wherever he wants. He could put the ball on a rope wherever he wants to put it. So I'm going to go with those two over the other two very easily. Look, this could be a win for the Pack, and it could vault them up in the rankings, obviously, as far as power rankings, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Steelers are going to hold home field here, and really, especially after that loss last week, they're going to come in pissed off. They shouldn't have lost that game. They're going to come in pissed. No, they're going to come in pissed. The coach is going to have them ready to play. Tomlin does not have a team that comes in soft. Okay, they're going to come in. They're going to play smash mouth. Rodgers is going to put when it needs to be put on the money. He's going to throw it. They're going to win this game by probably 7.
Okay. I'm definitely, me personally, it's a tough one. I definitely don't want to go against Rodgers, and I definitely don't want to go against Pittsburgh at home. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna step out on a limb. I do like the Packers. I like the Packers. I think they're a strong team. I think that we have not seen the best of them. I think they need to go ahead and not saying they need to just get star power everywhere, but they need to go pay a couple names. Just a few here and there, maybe at receiver, maybe at a couple other different positions. I think we'll get a much more cohesive unit there. But they're, like I said, they're 4-1-1, man. They really are. They're a one-loss team. They should really be, have another victory on top of there. They got a tie. It's just crazy. Should have another victory on there. Either way, it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. But I think this game is going to be a tough game. I think I'm gonna go with the Packers in this one right here, man. You know what I mean?
Hot take. I think that the Packers will probably push to get some receiving help, but they won't go a receiver. They'll probably do tight end and pick up Meyer from the Raiders.
That's a good one. That's solid. That's a good little, a tight end help is pretty much, especially if you get a solid. He's not going to be
used because they got Bowers, and Myers had a pretty good rookie season in the second year. They just don't have a need for him anymore. I think that he's going to be somebody that's going to be on the market, especially with the Raiders looking like how they look. It'd be a great fit for the Packers.
Oh, that's good pick. Okay, now we got the last one of the night, man. We got the Monday night game. Commanders versus the Chiefs. Let's go ahead and start. Who wants to start this one off?
Go ahead, LT.
Chiefs are going to dominate this game. They're back in the good graces of me. They were not performing very well at the beginning of the season. I think you're going to start seeing them kind of wind it up. It's that time of year when they start to amp it up a little bit. They have nothing but proven winners on their team. They're playing a team that's kind of Daniels just ain't looking like he was last year. I think a lot more. That's what I'm saying. He's not playing, but there's all sorts of players that are just not playing like they were last year. You know, I mean, nobody looks like they did last year, hurt or not. I don't think they're the same team at all. I don't even think they're in the top 2 in their division at this point. You know, and I don't even think it's close. So they're a distant third. Look, you're going on the road to play at Arrowhead, prime time. It's just not going to go very well at all. You're missing your starting quarterback who actually keeps you in games to begin with. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah. Beezy.
I don't think that Washington has enough, man. I just don't think they have enough. They've been suffering at the running back position. They got a rookie in there starting who's I think has a promising future, but he ain't gonna do much to move the needle this year. They don't have their playmakers at receiver. On top of that, they lose their quarterback. Their defense is kind of like middling, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the road. I don't think they're going to do anything. And then to combat that, what's on the other side of the field, you got a Kansas City team hitting their stride. They got Mahomes playing back at MVP level. He's creeping back up into that conversation. You get Rashee Rice back, and you see what he means to that offense. The thing is, when you get somebody like Rashee Rice back, and you get the trust in the receivers that Mahomes has with that type of receiver, then you got Kelsey underneath. That makes everybody play better. That makes Kelsey be able to slide back into a role to be secondary and be over the middle while Rashee Rice can do all the damage everywhere else. That opens up the running game. Now you're going to see Pacheco and Hunt start to come up a little bit because they don't have to be dependent on. They can be complementary pieces. And then you got Andy Reid at the helm. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are healthy and you got Andy Reid and a healthy Patrick Mahomes, that's a hard feat to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got everybody at full health. And like LT was saying, I don't think even if everybody was at full health, this isn't the same team. They don't have the same fervor. I mean, they got a lot of older players on defense. Bobby Wagner don't look the same. And granted, he's a lot older. You know what I'm saying? Like he was playing out of his mind last year. Right now, they just don't have it going. I think Washington is on a free fall right now. They're going to probably be lower than expected in the NFC East standings after the year is concluded. I think it's a clear Philly-Dallas dynamic in the NFC East. The Giants don't quite have it yet, even though they got their quarterback of the future. Daniels is not healthy. He's got a hamstring injury, soft tissue injuries as a quarterback. That's horrible. Especially somebody who can move like he can. You're taking away a part of his game, which cripples him. I think you sit him down and you let Mariota just play as much as he can. Hopefully he can win. At this point, you just chunk this season up as a loss, especially if y'all lose this game, which it looks like they're going to lose. You just chunk this one up as a loss, and you save McDaniels for next year, so he can be happy. McLaurin hasn't played, you know what I'm saying, as much as he has. Debo is money. Yeah, all that money. Debo has been their biggest bright spot on offense, but he can't do it alone. Debo is not a receiver who can separate and like get open downfield. He's a dude you put the ball in his hands right around the line.
He's questionable too. At the same time,
exactly.
Both questionable.
Debo, just like you said last week, Debo is a running back that plays receiver. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He don't got like no skilled route running or no treat. You get the ball in his hand early and you watch him do what he can with the ball. Mariota is probably going to play decent. You know what I'm saying? He's going to play serviceable. He's going to play decent, but he's not going to win you the game. I think this is an easy game for the Chiefs to win. They probably win by almost 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you look at it, man, with your quarterback out, not even saying he could have helped you in this situation.
He wouldn't have did much, but it would have been a better game on paper.
It was an ugly quasi injury that he got last week. I thought it was going to be worse than this. I thought he was done for the year the way it looked.
It looked
his
bad.
leg looked really bad. He was flexible.
Yeah.
You're a flexible dude right there to be able to pop back from that and be doubtful for the weeks.
Yeah.
I thought you was done for the year.
Yeah, I'd have been out of there.
You know, and so it's obvious that he's a young boy. What they have to do is just revamp a little bit their team. They're gonna have to get rid of some of these older players. They got a bunch, you know, and kind of get a team more based around longevity and younger youth and just youth, you know what I mean? Youth, speed, kind of catch up to where their quarterback is right now, you know what I mean? So that's going to be, I think that Mariota will play decent for the time that he's in. He's always done that. He's always played pretty decent. You know, he's 1-1 this year. He beat the Raiders, but you know, that's really nothing.
Yeah, it's the Raiders.
Yeah, but I mean, what I hate is the fact that the Chiefs are playing so well right now, man. It's just, I was hoping that they was just beat up.
Hoping y'all would have run away with that division, huh?
Look, Rice came back at the perfect time. He came back at the perfect time.
But what I will say is this: their run game is garbage. You can tee off on the pass, and you have a very good chance. I think they're beatable when it comes to what it was with us.
Look, with Rice being back in the fold, I think that pushes a lot of people into their normal roles. You push Hollywood Brown into his normal role. You push Thornton, the speed guy, into his normal slot role. You take off a lot of pressure on Travis Kelce because now he can just work underneath, which also alleviates pressure on your run game because now we don't have to depend on certain things. I think that he was a pivotal piece to their offense. Him coming back kind of changes a lot of stuff that they got going on.
I feel like Jacksonville almost kind of not really. You can't say exposed because it's just one game, but they kind of showed how to play Kelce a little bit. Like you almost can play Kelce like they tried to play like you know like look how they played Jokic.
They were also playing Kelce without the threat of a number one receiver.
I was gonna say
now that you have a threat of a number one receiver, you can't shade that linebacker and that safety on him.
But they,
you know what I'm saying?
For years they haven't really had a. You know what I mean? For years.
Kansas City hasn't been healthy and he's got suspended. If he's healthy, that makes the dynamic of that team looks different.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But I'm going with the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think the Chiefs are, you know, but let's go ahead and lock this one in, man. Last game of the night. Let's go ahead and lock this one in. LT.
Chiefs.
VZ.
I got the Chiefs, man.
And the Super Bowl champ Denver Broncos, number one fan. Got the Chiefs as well too. We're gonna see y'all next week.
Look, wait.
I knew it.
Don't be trying to run off. Okay. Real quick, because this is what I was talking about last week when we was off. You know what I'm saying? We was off live. We're gonna run real quick, just real quick.
Go ahead.
Who y'all got as coach of the year?
Me?
Yeah, let's LT. Who you got as coach of the year?
Shanahan. I think the fact that he has that team running on the cylinders it is with the injuries he has, you feel bad for that team almost because you think that they're going to be bad. They're not. They're fantastic. So, yeah, that's got to be coach of the year right now.
All right, Wes, who you got? Coach of the year.
Sean Payton.
I kind of want to. Not the tailgate, you know, off of LTs, but I'm looking at I gotta look at the San Francisco 49ers coach too, just because of you lost both your quarterbacks, you know what I mean, that you had,
and your defensive leader.
Your receivers have been depleted, you know what I mean. So I would look at them, but also the coach as well. Because the Colts have been playing great, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you got to look at them. They actually, when we all thought they were trash, they've been trash for years. You don't all of a sudden just plug a quarterback in who everyone's kind of written off and he plays well. I don't know the coach's coach's name, but I might even go with him as well.
I got the Shanahan leading as coach of the year. The only caveat that I have to that is depending on if the Colts make the playoffs. And if Shoddy can make the playoffs with this team, especially as bad as his defense is with the Cowboys, I think that he has to be in consideration. All right,
brother,
I got to say it because they often fire. All right, next one, comeback player of the year. Who you got?
I'm gonna let you go first, LT. I'm gonna have to think about that. Let me see. Oh, I got one right now.
Go ahead.
I gotta remember his name though. He linebacker for the Washington Commanders.
Who?
He came from Seahawks. What's his name again?
Who?
I can't remember right now. Linebacker for the he played for the Seahawks, man. I can't remember his name right now.
You know Wagner? Bobby Wagner?
Wagner. Yeah, I think he's leading the league in tackles right now. You know what I mean? Just for him to be
I'll go that one.
just to be a situation where he's in. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say you're leading the league in tackles. You're old, you're not a young buck, but you're out there, doing your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you for right now. I would say Wagner. I
got Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions. I got Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions. He had a real bad injury. He got a whole rod in his leg. I think that he's on that trend. All right, defensive rookie of the year.
LT. Let's go at LT.
Oh yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I agreed with you, Wes. I like that pick.
Okay.
I do like that pick.
Defensive rookie of the year. Who we got?
That's rough.
All of the defensive rookies have been pretty underwhelming so far.
I can't think of any right now that I mean, we can't even say Abdul. I can't even say, I don't.
So as on the early poll, he's number one. I personally think it's Mason Graham, the defensive tackle from the Browns.
They're talking about him, but I'm like,
I see that.
I personally think it's him. Now he's got a lot of complementary pieces around him to kind of lead to him to be in that position because he don't have to be a star. He just has to kind of maintain his role. But that's who I got. I got.
Abdul.
You got Abdul?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like it's kind of like throw it at a board type deal for me right now.
Yeah,
I would say him.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Easy.
I got Emeka Egbuka.
Well, there's that's where it gets interesting, right? Bro. I like that.
I got him.
I like that.
Yeah, he's built.
But I like that tight end. I like that tight end
from the Colts.
Oh,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Monster.
He also fell in a perfect situation.
Yes.
Yeah, he fell in a perfect situation. He became what's named security blanket, and that's just a benefit to him.
It's difficult to go against.
They got him at 7 right now.
I know that's crazy to me.
It's difficult to go against him, but I just for the sake of to go against him, I'm gonna say Judkins. I think Judkins might depend upon what he does for the rest of the year. Depending upon what he does for the rest of the year, we can see where he's at then. I'll go with that. What else? All right,
defensive player of the year.
Man, I mean, I would have said Bonito, but I don't. He's not. He hasn't really done anything recently.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not going to say him right now, just because he hasn't. He's been stuck at 8 sacks for a minute. But let me see.
I'm gonna either go. I got 2.
I'm gonna go with P.
I'm gonna go.
Who? Will you say LT?
Certain.
Okay.
I'll go just because it takes away a whole side of the field.
He takes away the whole side. He don't got the numbers, but that's because he takes away a whole side. Yeah. I'm gonna go. It's a tie between Aiden Hutchinson and Jared Verse.
Okay.
That young Rams is nice, bro. He causes a lot of problems.
Yeah.
What's the Browns defensive end? Forget it. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Garrett.
Miles Garrett. I'm gonna go with him right now. I feel like maybe not. His numbers may not bear out what he's doing, but
he affects the game critically.
That team should be crap, and they are crap, but they looked decent
defensively.
Defensively, you know what I mean? So, for them to have pulled off a win versus not just the one win versus the Packers, but I've been paying attention to a lot more Cleveland games, but so I've watched his effect on that defense. And I feel like he's a dog. If he played for anybody else, he'd be 15, 20 sacks a season right now. Easy business.
For sure.
And so that's my pick right there.
Offensive player of the year. Not MVP, offensive player of the year.
Okay. Taylor.
Who?
JT.
He said
I'm going running back, 100%.
He's going.
Taylor.
I got Jahmyr Gibbs.
I like that.
I got Jahmyr Gibbs. It was a toss between him and Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase is getting force-fed the ball, so I'll go with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have to go with Stafford for right now, man. I might have to go.
I'm not mad at that. But keep that in mind. If he the offensive player of the year, usually he ain't gonna be the MVP. So who's your MVP then? So far.
Oh, that's tough. Let me see.
I think I'm a
most valuable player.
Mine's easy.
Let me see.
I'm a surprise.
Go ahead. You guys go ahead. I'm have to
go ahead, LT. Go ahead.
Daniel Jones.
Okay, that's a good one right there. That's
Two
a
from the
solid
same
one right
team.
there.
I'm
too.
going DJ and I'm going the running back because you could pick either
Solid
or
right there.
for either
You
one of
can
those
pick either
awards,
one,
by the way.
yeah.
Man.
As of right now, I'm inclined to say Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
As much as I want to say Dak, I feel like Dak has to get a statement win under his belt. Daniel Jones has a couple already. So I'm gonna
If
go.
they
with
won that Packers game, I'd agree with you.
I would,
agree
yeah,
with
exactly.
you 100%.
If they would have won that Packers game and then we win
Yep.
this week versus the Broncos, like if we win this week versus the Broncos, I'll for sure move Dak up.
I
But
respect that.
Daniel Jones has been going off, bro. I can't deny that.
Man, I might have to go with him too, just so simple fact. But man, I wanted to go with Baker. Baker's last game kind of threw him out of that
It kind of broke him
conversation.
down a little bit.
Yeah, it threw him out of that. I would have
something like
definitely went with Baker.
Yeah.
But you even got the little young boy from over there, the kid over in Seattle, the JSN. You know what I mean? He's balling.
Offensive player of the year, yes. MVP, no, I don't think so.
No, he's a receiver. He's a receiver. I get it. But I mean, if he breaks the record, he's on pace right now to break Megatron's record. If he breaks the record,
you got to consider it. You got to put him in there.
You know what I mean? I know wide receivers don't ever really win. You know what I mean? MVP is not really a thing for a wide receiver to win MVP. It'd be more they look at Darnold before they look to him. But
sure.
I get it. But yeah, so I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna. My MVP man would have to be Daniel Jones too. I think that he's just all around. He's playing, taking care of his business.
So the last thing I'm gonna say. When the Cowboys win, I'm gonna send you this link so you can get this T-shirt. I want you to wear.
Send it to me, man. You know what I mean?
All right. Now you feel free to send me a link that I'm not going to.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to use it. Feel free to send it to me. I'm going to send you this link for the Cowboys T-shirt that I want you to wear. We're going to get it in the medium.
Crazy, man, so you have
so the shoulders can pop out when you put it on.
Man, you got this much confidence in a team like the Cowboys. The Cowboys are known to let you down.
Why would I not have confidence in my team? You see, Pono been loving the Seahawks this whole time, and he shouldn't have no confidence in them, but he loves his team. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's been like about 30 years since y'all seen the Super Bowl, something like that. About 30.
You didn't need to say that. That was not necessary.
You know what I mean? And I have faith in Dak. He just lets you down, man. He lets you down, man. That's what happens, brother.
I don't need this negativity. All right, in my life. You don't need to say that. I know what the stats is. I know what they say. We talk about this game this weekend. Just know if I beat you, if we win,
it ain't gonna happen.
I'm on the roster. Just know
it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
But that's this episode of Plays and Parlays. I am your host, Wesley, along with my co-host, the Guru LT, and my dude VZ. Make sure y'all join in next time, man. We'll see y'all next Wednesday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Come check our stats to see who won and who lost. I know somebody keeping track in the comments.
Come check out them tiny shirts next week.
Absolutely. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Hold on.